Alrighty. So
Ready?
we're live. Ready. We're still waiting for two of our other players, though.
Aren't we always waiting?
Man, Litney said he was down.
Did.
Down. You mean he was down with the
Down,
sickness?
down with the burn. Fine.
Don't jinx it. I mean, he's not responding, so.
Let's waste a little bit of time. Maybe they're just late for a bit.
Yeah.
Did you know that the floor is lava?
Floor is lava.
Yes, someone melted my reactor again.
We should now play The Floor is Lava.
What are we, 5?
No, thank you.
Yes. Sometimes we are.
Uh-huh.
Especially when we get too close to a Karn.
That's a bad idea.
I like this meme. Skipping leg day gets you free ticket to the Beast Pirate crew. Because they actually all don't have any visible legs.
There we go. Gabe,
They're teeny
let's
tiny.
see. Let's see. Someone's writing. Let's see. What they say. Gabe.
Shape.
Cena. Come here.
John
need
Cena!
If
If
Gabe is typing, that might be to let us know if they can't come or they're gonna be delayed.
Let's
Maybe a
see
delayed.
what they say. Oh, hello. Well,
Hey, Sully.
there's one. Now for the last one.
You have to collect them like elves on a shelf.
God. I. Okay.
I.
I.
That was a very long typing.
Okay.
Ah,
So he's gonna be a bit late.
Late. Okay.
I.
I mean, we can. Should we start or should we wait?
Well.
Should we stay or should we go?
Gonna be a half hour late. It's up to you guys. That'll cut the actual
Same,
playtime
either
down
way.
a bit.
I mean, there are a few things I can do while we're waiting with.
Oh, well.
Well, I would need Eddard for something. I don't know if
No
we
more
can
explosives.
Use... Shush.
That is just.
Listen, I need to do some stuff.
I don't think tanks should be trusted around gunpowder and pipes anymore.
Oh,
saying.
if
I agree with
okay.
that. Yep.
if you
Or
think
any sort of
gunpowder-
sharp object either.
If you think gunpowder is the worst thing I can use, you are sorely mistaken, my friend.
I swear to Christ, if you build a miniature nuclear detonator.
I mean,
He
I'm not gonna give spoilers. The people who've watched the videos know of things that I may have that may think spicy. Let's say.
God have mercy on us all.
Yeah, God doesn't exist.
There is a God, and he hates us.
No, he hates me specifically. seeing with the last rolls I had.
He just spitefully hates all of us.
So yeah, I can do some stuff to start, but it's up to the others. I don't really care.
Okay.
So, what do you guys think?
Think about what?
No, starting or waiting?
Well, I mean, he told us to go on without him. For now.
Okay. Long shot, Paladin. Are you up? Start.
Sure.
Yep.
Alright. If everyone's up to start, then we can get underway. All right, let's stretch my back real quick. Okay. All right. I have everything in place, so we should be good to go. All right. Welcome everyone to session 8 of the Cyberpunk Red campaign. Last time, what do we call this group? The Gaggle? The Murder Crows? I don't know what the fuck to call you.
Thanks,
We
gang.
haven't murdered anybody unjustly.
Well, you have, actually. The Gaggle. Last time, the Gaggle... Last time the Gaggle were it was a shorter session, but last time you guys were set up in Baba Yaga, you were preparing to leave for the general store to, I believe, get information, and then just as you were leaving, you found Baba Yaga surrounded by the Nomad clan that you had previously encountered, purple in coloration. Their leader quickly spoke to you guys and peaceably negotiated with you to allow them to search Baba Yaga for what they had been hired to acquire. After searching thoroughly with specific scanners, they were unable to find it, and they verified that you no longer possessed the item they needed. They then peaceably exited Baba Yaga, and you then found out that the group that attacked you were not under orders or under a unified structure with the rest of the clan to attack you, but were in fact naive youths that were attempting to complete the job and prove themselves to the adults as having the superior methodology. Unfortunately, you effectively proved them wrong by wiping them out, for the most part. You also conveniently left out to the leader and to his fellow nomads that you had brutally tortured and murdered one of them, who you had met the father of, who broke down and was crushed by what had happened. Tang made it quite clear to the rest of the party that he was eager, if anything, for them to come back so he could slaughter the lot of them. And that is more or less where we left off.
Hey. Let's not say eager to slaughter, okay?
Well, I don't know.
Saying.
How else would you interpret what you said?
Okay. I want to be left alone, and I'll leave everyone alone.
I want to be left alone, Paladin. What if they come back when they realize the body was tortured? Let them come. We'll deal with them.
Well, they should be better parents then. I don't care.
Like I said, we have not murdered anyone unjustly. We were always
we go.
attacked first and responded in kind.
He violated my NAP by bleeding on me.
Exactly. And
They came into our personal space with bullets.
Listen. I just wanted to ask a few questions. I did a little simulation to get the questions I wanted.
Oh, I did leave out one other thing to remind you guys of, and that is because I don't have it on my bullet notes, but I remembered it through memory. You guys also noticed that a certain mechanical lady in your party is gone.
I did notice that, and I'm going to address that.
Yeah.
I
Still
am going to
remember
address
that
immediately.
she did some shenanigans before she disappeared.
Okay. So, we're all caught up. You guys are still in Baba Yaga. It's, in terms of passage of time, it may have been almost a month since the last session, but in terms of passage of time, it's been about 10-15 minutes.
Okay, so I did notice that Kanan was gone, right? And, well, I'm gonna first ask if anyone's seen her. Apart from the people that were with me.
No.
Did anyone see where she went or what happened? When she disappeared, at least?
Are you asking around, or are you asking me?
I'm just asking the group. Like, anyone, like Eddard,
Didn't see her
anyone who...
move out.
Yeah, I saw her last night. I talked to Gabe about it. That's Eddard
Any
speaking.
idea where she went?
No. She just asked me to repair the phone that Helena had broken in
Oh.
half.
Oh, right. Just speaking about the phone, I may need your help with something. Let's see. There's a few, like, tech-to-tech thing. Don't mind.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and get Eddard and move to the back where we can, like, isolate each other. And I'm gonna try and find something to write on.
Okay, so when you say the back, are you in the like living quarters area, or where would you say you are?
Well, away from the others, let's say.
Okay. So. Okay. All right. We'll
Okay.
just say that the couch area where he was working on tech stuff was far enough away from everybody else.
Okay, I am also going to try and find something to write on, which is not electronic. Some sort of piece of paper with anything to like scribble on. Basically, anything analog to write on.
Do you have any in your inventory? Because Eddard does not.
I don't think I have, and I wasn't sure if there was anything that can be like, if it's normal to have that things like.
Not. It's a lot less common in this day and age. Most people take down notes and stuff with their agents, or if they have a laptop or something like that. It's very uncommon to have paper.
Okay, can I jerry rig something to be like a writing material? Just use anything I can use to write, even on the desk or something.
I mean, you can take some gunpowder out of a bullet and wet it with some spit and turn it into essentially a pitch.
Okay, let's think about it. What can I use? I mean, yeah, sure. I'm gonna like do that. I'm actually gonna excuse myself, go to the toilet for a second. Do that.
Okay.
Like make a sort of a paste, and then I'm going to, when I go back to Eddard, I'm gonna try to make sure that. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna sit down next to him.
All right.
I'm gonna tell him that there is like. I had a few things with my agent that I think it's going. My agent has been having some problems lately. You know, I just wanted to use Gabe's agent to check mine, if you don't mind, and I wanted an extra help. Because if I don't see it, maybe you can figure it out. And while I'm doing this whole sort of like nonsense talk, I'm gonna write down to him with the gunpowder. I
Minus
want
one
to tell
bullet,
you.
by the way, from your inventory.
Okay. That. Bullet. Go. I'm gonna write to him that I think someone may be listening, so don't react visibly to anything I write down here. Basically, I'm going to tell him that I'm going to write something that only he should read.
Okay, roll me stealth.
Stealth on. Where was stealth again? Oh, there we go. 11.
11. Okay. So you show it to him, and he he reads it carefully, and he just kind of goes flat face as he's looking at you.
Okay. I'm gonna continue just trying to say like tactical stuff, just continue the conversation, and I'm gonna write down. I like I think Kanan might have done something with Gabe's agent, because I can't remember Gabe asking for it to be repaired.
It wasn't Gabe's agent, just to be clear. It was the agent
Which
that
one?
was delivered to her from Blackhand.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Like, I don't remember Gabe asking for range to be repaired, and Kanan was surprisingly helpful. I was gonna say that. So I smell like something going on, and I want your help to check the agent for any bugs or anything like that.
Eddard reaches in his back pocket and pulls out one of the minigun shells, pops the bullet out of the shell, and also starts writing on the side of his hand. But it's like really small messages. Don't have
Okay.
it. Kanan took it. After repair.
Oh, shit.
Does Paladin see this?
You can roll me perception.
Okay. I'm sorry, I don't have the character sheet open. Let me just get that.
If you roll perception higher than Tang's stealth, you definitely see it.
Oh, I'm not trying to hide it from him. I'm just trying to prevent anyone
Perception
who may be
is
listening.
awareness, correct?
Yeah, should
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to look at his message that Kanan took it. I'm gonna look around to see if, to check if she hasn't appeared somewhere, basically. If she's gotten in or something like that. Can I check if she's around?
Are you looking like inside Baba Yaga, inside the park?
Inside, outside, anywhere close?
Well, you'd
I'm
have
gonna
to
just do a quick sweep. Yeah,
you could do a
I'm gonna stand up and
perception
look.
of Baba Yaga, and then you'd have to do a separate perception check outside of it.
Okay, sure, I'm gonna do that.
As Paladin sees this going down, she walks over, takes out one of her blue smoke grenades, and goes, "Will you two stop wasting ammunition? Add hydrogen to the powder that is in the smoke grenade, and you have ink."
I'm just gonna look at her and say, "Okay, it's fine. We're not gonna do that." And I'm gonna just roll perception. See. So that's 19 for the inside, and 19 for the outside.
All right. So as you're looking around the inside, nothing. She's completely gone. And she didn't really have any stuff, like a pack or anything, so you can't tell if she intended to leave permanently or not. There's just no sign of her. You go outside the parking lot, you look around, you're looking for any signs. There doesn't appear to be any sign of her.
Right. So as I'm sure, I'm just gonna turn around, and I'm gonna say to the people, I think we may have someone that is not exactly may not be exactly on our side.
What do
I'm
you
gonna
mean by
look
that?
around. Well, the one that is missing also did something with a certain agent, which, let's just say, it was a bit too. Can I say this? Upfront. It wasn't really her style. So maybe she doesn't. Well, it's difficult to say what she thinks sometimes. But we may need to be careful around that certain person. Also, we may need to make sure that there is no one listening us, because I don't want any more surprises, if you know what I mean.
Don't all of you think this is a little strange? I mean, think about
this is.
think
very
about the
strange.
past week. I'm sorry, out of character. How long has it been since we started the adventure?
We're talking about the very beginning in Rodcheck, or when you left Rodcheck?
Yeah,
Very beginning, it's been about 4 or 5 days, so almost a week.
okay. So, don't any of you think that this is odd? In the last week, we not only find one, but 3 of the most highly rare people on the face of the planet, cyborgs, meet 2 fucking legends. Not only that, but as we are fleeing the scene, we happen to just find someplace to hide Baba Yaga, and then, this guy who's supposed to be dead just shows up out of nowhere? Something's not right here, and you know it. I think we're being set up.
It is highly possible, yes. But let's not jump to conclusions yet.
Oh, I'm not jumping to
We just
conclusions.
need to
I just
be-
wanted to voice my concern that for the last 5 days, all of this has happened. Then we conveniently get ambushed. Huh.
I do not believe in consequence. Not consequences.
Well,
I
obviously,
believe
I
you.
don't
I
kind of
believe you
believe in
don't believe in consequences. I believe that.
Okay, hang on. Let me find out.
No. It has been proven to us.
Coincidences?
Coincidence. Yes,
There you go.
coincidence. I do not believe in coincidence. And we need to be very careful with this.
Yes.
see. I think we should move on from this place, with or without Kenan.
She'll find us one way or another.
Oh, I have a certain suspicion that she will find us. But
And we're going
let's
to have
move.
to be ready when she comes back. Because I don't think she's
Okay.
coming back friendly.
let's not
Did we
jump
do
the
anything for
shark.
her? As far as I remember, we did nothing for her to attack us.
I'm gonna look at Longshot and I'm just gonna say,
Besides
I
killing
may
her
have
husband?
something.
I do not feel responsible for that in any way, I will have to
Oh,
say.
neither do I. He took his own life.
Yeah.
But grieving people blame many things.
That is true.
Eddard
Anyhow,
kind of cracks his neck to the side, and he's got a look on his face like he's like shaking his head no to what you guys are saying.
I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna be like, if you want to say something, share it. We don't want to
Please.
make accusations, but we have been on edge for a few days now.
Adrenaline junkies are one thing, but this, you have to admit, Edward, is another thing.
Well,
Everything just feels like a coincidence. And I don't like it.
I'm not going to speak to the wider picture, but I will speak to Kanan specifically. When she asked me to repair it, she did it in a normal deadpan way, but she seemed worried. I know she spoke to Helena, I don't know what about, before she handed it to me. By the way, just out of character. Just as Gabe is not here yet, I'll simply say that Gabe sat down by the kitchen area and just kind of fell asleep due to some stress. So she's out. But
So,
as far as I can say, I don't know what they talked about. Maybe we should wait for her to wake up before we make any decisions like that. Like whether
Let's-
Kanan is out for to get us or not.
Let's
Oh,
not
no,
jump to
I'm-
conclusions just
yes.
yet. I'm just
I-
going to suggest you're careful around her. I still think that she may be our friend, but we can never be too safe. No. Let's be
We
cautious.
we were trusted enough for the shutdown codes for her. And as far as I know, she doesn't know that we have her shutdown codes.
You have her wake up codes. You don't have her shut down.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought they were
Well, we knew that
interchangeable. My
he
bad.
could press some buttons to shut her down, but we don't know where.
He only gave you the code to wake her back up.
Yeah. We know
Is-
that he had a way of shutting her down.
Is
we
there a
don't
way
have
that we
that.
could synthesize, maybe using a computer or something,
Okay,
shutdown
okay.
codes?
I am going to veto that because I think we are jumping the shark a bit here.
That's gonna bring us in trouble, like real
Let's-
fast.
Yeah.
Let's not go that far just yet. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
I may have my suspicions. I may be jumping on shadows, but I am going to just say, let's keep an eye out. That's it. And also, let's move. Because
Yeah.
I don't feel good staying here.
Is the short one on the fucking truck? Or did he disappear too?
Easy.
Using your perception of 19 earlier, Tully's in the back, asleep.
Okay,
Well,
let's move on then.
Last time you talked to him, quote unquote, he went to sleep, but he was just lying down, avoiding you. But as far as you think, he's asleep right now. He's lying
Okay, let's
down, you
just
know
move
that.
on.
You just don't know if he's asleep or avoiding you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move on then. I cannot deal with him right now.
All right, I
Okay,
agree.
let's get move on. Let's
Yes.
get a move on. Also, I am going to. You know what? I'm going to grab. I'm going to grab Longshot, Sully, and Eddard, and I'm going to say. Also, I'm going to share something with you. Come with me, and I'm gonna lead them as we're preparing to leave. I'm gonna lead them to the midsection of the truck, where the gate, like the place where you go from the back to the front.
Right.
You know, the little like area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell them to shut the doors if we can squeeze in there.
Got it.
And I am going to look at them and say, now, I am going to show you something. Something that may be, well, maybe something that I should not have hidden, but it's...
Should I be here for this?
No, I'm gonna leave you out of this. I'm gonna leave you to...
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I don't care if you listen, so... Okay.
And is this metadata that will affect Paladin's behavior?
Possible.
Okay, well, it looks like Paladin.
Yeah,
did
let's...
better. All right,
yeah,
so
okay.
let's go.
Right, and I'm gonna say... there may be something on this track that carries... well, destructive potential. I was going to keep
Whoa.
it in...
Yeah,
You
you.
mean the stuff you bought?
Yes, but only you know about this. And, well, in case things go sideways, I want more people to know the potential.
What did
If
you
I am,
buy?
well, I'm gonna look at Dragonis and it's like, I bought other
Explosives.
explosive materials, but not just the regular gunpowder kind. And, do I still have the Geiger counter I rigged?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to pull out the Geiger counter, and I'm going to look at the guys and say, "What I'm about to show you now, it is dangerous, but I believe it would be safe as long as we do not do anything stupid. But I just want you to know of our option." And I'm going to get close to where my secret compartment is, and I'm gonna try and open it without them noticing at first. I'm gonna try and hide it.
Stealth.
Okay,
Roll my stealth, Chiefy.
come on, good.
All right.
No, yeah, long shot. Okay, fine.
Long
Mind if I roll
shot.
perception myself?
You all can roll
Yeah, just
perception
go ahead,
to
go ahead.
combat his stealth roll to see if you catch him doing what he's doing.
I mean, I already knew that he stashed it in the vehicle.
Yeah, you just don't know where.
Yeah. Oh.
I did that just for show.
Not only did Sully catch you do it, he sensed you were about to move before you moved.
I'm fine with that. I don't care. I did it more of the whole show.
His
thing.
perception was so higher than yours, it was quite literally like a premonition. He's like, yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to send. I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to look at this and say, "Oh, you know what? Fuck it." And I'm going to just show them how to open and close the compartment,
All right.
basically. And then I'm going to show them the bag that is in there. right?
Okay.
I'm going to slightly open the zipper, which is keeping it enclosed or whatever. Just slightly open it so I can put the Geiger counter in.
I will take a few steps back.
What?
Oh,
in
that's
the
not gonna help you.
sweet Mother of.
And
so-
I'm gonna turn the Geiger counter on.
All right. So to be clear, you're opening the bag, right?
I am cracking it open. Let's say.
All right.
I'm not
so,
gonna open it completely. I'm just gonna like unzip it slightly.
All right. So the Geiger counter goes from like barely reading anything to the moment you put it towards the cracked open of the lead bag, it just goes.
Okay.
What
As soon
in
as that happens, I'm gonna close the bag. I'm gonna close back the compartment, and I'm gonna turn to the other guys, and I'm gonna say, "This, my friends, is 10 blocks of spiced up C4."
It's
you can
probably going to
see
explode in our face at some point.
Yes, radioactive. It is safe as long as there is no electricity around it, but let's just say it was my bad worst case scenario measure.
Oh,
CZ deals with absolutes.
Yes.
alright.
I'm going to also look at Edder's reaction, and I'm gonna tell him, I know maybe I should have told you earlier, but well, I didn't trust you exactly early on. But now I think it's better for more people to know that. And I can assure you that as long as it's in the bag, it's safe from radioactive means.
And do you plan to use it for something? Or is it just a failsafe?
I was planning to use it on something, but well, after I almost blew myself up with the pipe bomb, I was kind of hesitant.
Frankly, I'm not sure. I'm not sure letting you around any kind of explosives anymore is that fine of an idea.
That is why I
Well,
wanted
at
to
least
show
not
this to you.
anywhere close to us.
Eddard crosses his arms and he looks like he's thinking.
Okay.
I agree with the choice to have something like this. Maybe it's best not to tell Helena. She might react a bit more hostily than I will.
That is why I got you.
You mean
here
because it's
without telling.
dangerous? I mean, like, really dangerous.
It's extremely
Also,
dangerous.
I think we should keep it from the ladies in our group. I also not sure how Paladin is going to react to this.
You'll be keeping it away from Mira, that's for damn sure.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely, definitely.
10%.
You know, I don't need another dose of radiation anywhere close to me.
Hey, you're fine.
Another.
Okay. Well, when we bought it, we didn't really know it was radioactive. I kind of found it out later. I'm sure, I can assure you, I didn't expose you to any radiation. All the
Right.
radiation was me and Dragonis.
Remind me, who was present for CZ's test when he was showcasing what one of the what one
Literally
block?
only us two.
Yeah, me and
Okay.
Dragonis. Only we saw what happened.
I won't say anything unless you're gonna share it with Eddard and Sully.
I'm going to look at Longshot and... Do you think we should, well, explain exactly what we may have be dealing with? You know, the whole experimentation we did back.
You
CZ.
mean what CZ just showed you and made me feel a bit itchy?
Well, yes.
Let's
guess-
just say, hell, not demonstrate.
Jonas,
Well,
why do you
yes,
sound like you're
exactly.
inside a water container?
Yeah, there's a slight echo.
It's like a metallic like hum, like you're inside a tube.
I am in the kitchen.
Okay, I'm going to just sigh and turn around to the other students and say, and I'm going to try and describe what we saw at the field test with as as precisely as possible.
All right. I'll say you describe it pretty precisely. So just for a recollection for everybody, CZ walked you guys up during the sandstorm. He took only a single block. And as I have on my notes here, he gave you 5. Does that match up with your
Was
notes?
it 5 or... Hang on.
He gave you
Let me
5
check.
blocks.
Did
small
I buy
box.
5 blocks? Let me just check, because I... One second.
On my notes, it says 5 small blocks you bought.
I have 6.
6. Okay, so I'm just off
Yes.
by 1.
6.
Alright,
Yeah,
so-
6.
He took one to demonstrate to you the power of just one of these, and it's a composite of C4 and uranium. So he set up the charge device, tossed it, and he tossed it pretty far, because, you know, robot strength, even in the middle of a sandstorm. It went about 30-40 feet away, and the detonation caused a brief break in the storm. Like, you created an eye in the middle of the sandstorm, and then the sandstorm regusted through, but there was a very large, well, not as large as the explosion that happened with Kanan's husband when he sacrificed himself. So it's clear that whatever he used was a higher yield nuclear device, but this one, each of these blocks is still gonna create a somewhat decent scale mushroom cloud worth of
Didn't it
destruction.
also shake the cave?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it did. But yeah, and so I'm gonna say yes. We now have 6 of those. So we need to think of a way to prepare some in the worst case scenario, but we need to be very careful. And I'm gonna need you guys' expertise with explosives and well, tech for that.
I mean, the good thing is that C4 in itself is not very volatile.
Yes,
In itself,
exactly.
it will not explode without a starter. Usually, you can burn the stuff.
Well, we
I
can
wouldn't
burn it,
with something
smash
that's
it.
laced with uranium, but you know what I mean. You can usually just burn it, and it's not going to explode.
That is why I think we are safe for now. But I am just going to.
The
well,
bigger problem is just being exposed to that stuff without any kind of protection.
That is why we need to use it only when we need to. No
Yeah.
playing around. Let's just say that we don't have anyone play with funny play though. Okay.
As far as I know, no one ever had interest in doing something like that besides you.
Hey. I try my best. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. Let's not get other people suspicious. Okay. We've already been here too long. I'm gonna make sure the box, the secret compartment is closed and sealed, and then I'm gonna let the others leave.
All right.
Okay. Okay, should Paladin come back now?
Yep.
Right.
All right. Welcome back.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Boom.
Scared the crap out of me.
Okay.
You should.
So
My
That-
Underbird.
that conversation's all set. So you guys all gonna load up in Baba Yaga and head out?
Sure.
Yep.
Should we
Now-
wait another hour if she maybe returns?
Okay, I'm going to. I have an idea. I'm going to go. I'm just gonna tell people. Just wait a second. I'm going to go out and I'm gonna go to the person that was the owner of this place.
Okay.
Just sit behind the wheel and keep a lookout while he's doing that, because we have an unnatural amount of people following us for some reason.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the office. Is the guy still there?
There's a different person there right now.
Okay, I'm gonna go in and say, hello, can I perhaps leave a message with you, because one of our friends is missing and we were thinking of moving because we have other business. And if she comes back, maybe she will want to know where we went.
Sure. What kind of message you want to leave for the boss? Just a verbal one, or?
Oh no, not for the boss. One of our compatriots, one of my compatriots may be missing, and if she comes looking, she may be confused that we left. I just want to make sure she knows that we'll be at a certain location afterwards.
Okay. What's she look like?
She is she is very special. Trust me. If she comes in, you will not mistake her for anything. She is unique. Let's just say that.
I get plenty of unique people in here. Trust me. Can you give me something specific?
Well, let's just say she is very cybernetically advanced.
Are you talking about that Borg lady?
Yes. Have you seen her?
Yeah. When I first came in this morning, when I switched out with Danny.
Perhaps. Can you tell me where she went? Because I'm kind of worried for her. I don't want her to be missing. No.
Well, she came in. Well, first thing off, what made me note her obviously was she was clearly borged out, but she picked up a phone agent and made a call. It seemed heated at one point, not from her end. She was pretty even toned. I don't remember what she said. It was just a tone. But I heard from the phone something at one point, and I knew someone on the other end was yelling. But she calmly seemed to be chatting back, and at some point, she put the phone agent down and headed over here. Asked me if there was any buses or travel or any way to get to a larger location. I asked her where she wanted to go. You know, depends quite heavily where you what direction you're heading. And she said Night City. It was odd, but there was a guy leaving that night for Night City. So she hitched a ride with him.
Oh. Any idea who that guy was?
He pulled up shortly after she came out and was talking to an agent. Now that I think about it, the guy didn't really show his face. He was wearing a hoodie, driving a bike.
Okay, thank you very much, my friend. That is very helpful. At least I know she may be with someone she know. Thank you very much. Now, if you excuse me, I need to get my compatriots. We need to leave. We have business. See.
Okie dokie.
All right, I'm gonna go back to the truck, and I'm gonna relay what I learned to the others.
So she used the phone, the agent, to call someone who was angry.
I think she may have placed herself in more trouble than necessary.
You mean
Maybe
more
we
trouble than
should-
she can take care of?
Yes, maybe we should keep an eye out and try to find her. I don't want to, well, let's just say she hasn't done anything to wrong us at this point, and let's not abandon her.
Let's
that.
just say it's very likely that she put herself in more trouble than we can handle.
Okay,
So basically,
I am
prepare
going
for
to-
gunfight.
Yes, I am going to think about it. And okay, let's move for now. We're gonna think about it later. Should we start heading to Night City? I know at least one of us wanted to go there.
Tully's paying you
Right.
guys to go there.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
and-
but also a mirror one. No, not mirror. Gabe wanted to head there at some point, right? As far as I remember. Let me open my notes. Hang on. There we go.
I don't have it noted that Gabe wanted to go there.
Maybe I'm mistaken. So anyway, let's just leave it at that. Let's start heading that direction. I think we can find better business there. What do you think?
That was the plan anyway.
That's where we were headed anyways, so yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Let's-
I don't see a problem with heading where we're heading. I mean,
Okay, let's get moving. But I'm going to say, if you see any place we can stop and try to do some repairs on the truck on the way, take it. And we should keep an eye out in case anyone wants to surprise us.
I mean, I
Okay.
always expect someone to surprise us these days.
That's true. Okay, I think we should go then.
All right, so everybody's good to begin travel to Night City.
Yeah. Okay, just give me one. I'll be back in 1 second. You continue with that.
Unless we have any way to get a lot of cash before that, I don't think we can do anything.
We could rob a bank. Saying jokingly.
I mean, we could. In Mother Russia.
It's
Right,
not
I'm
that
back.
hard to rob a bank in Mother Russia. All you have to do is, go and say, give me money.
Yes, that's the old ways. Now we're a new country, new things.
All right,
new
so
rules.
who's driving Baba Yaga?
Or is
The
it
only
me?
one that can drive.
Yes, the normal driver, long shot.
All right. So long shot. Just so you know, this is gonna be a multi-day travel. You guys are more than a days out from Night City, even if you
Yeah.
drive all day. So I'd say we're gonna do 3 driving checks.
Okay, before we start that, can I
Oh,
say something? Okay. Oh, fuck.
And he crashes on the first day.
that's so bad. Look at those late rolls. Like, really?
This is very, very, very bad.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, like,
Please don't smash my truck.
Don't worry. We have 8 wheels. One falls off, not problem. We have 7 more.
This is fucking jinxed. Wait a minute. Give me one moment. I will reset the possibilities. Now, curse be undone.
What the?
Okay. So with those rolls, okay. So Tang, note
Yeah.
this because you're gonna be mad about it.
Oh, God.
So you guys get out of town, but unfortunately, whilst traveling, you guys got hit with an old mine by the road when Dragonis just slightly got off the pavement and went into the desert sand and detonated.
How bad is it?
Baba Yaga's front wheel on the right side got blown off. And
Oh,
the glass is shattered.
Well, the glass wasn't the glass already almost
The glass
shattered?
was already shattered.
Alright, right, yeah. So I'd say
Yeah.
other than that, there's some burn damage. The metal might be a little bit warped. But the main damage you took was the wheel got blown off.
Okay, can we stop and try and mend it
Yes.
after that?
You don't really- you don't really have a
Expect
choice
you
about
to
the
carry a
stopping part.
spare wheel.
Yes, I am going to I'm going to get Eddard and I'm going to ask what was his name? Tully to help me if possible.
Alright. So you're gonna ask Tully for help?
I'm just gonna ask Eddard, and if he wants to ask Tully, I'm not gonna go to Tully.
Alright. Eddard agrees to help and does... It takes like 10 minutes, but he does successfully get Tully to come up front and help out.
Okay, so what do we need to roll for that?
Alright, so... Tang, Eddard, and Tully. I gotta pull up Tully's sheet. I forgot to. But all 3 of you guys are gonna have to roll land vehicle tech.
1 second, I think I can. Can I use my maker's thing for that? Let me see the rules. Where are the rules? Rules. I think I had like my maker's skill allowed me to do like field repairs, but you know what? Fine. I'm just gonna. What do you say you're going to do it, roll?
Land vehicle tech.
Okay, gee. I mean,
See where my luck went.
can
There.
I not roll after I see what? No, I'm gonna roll. I'm not gonna. Okay, thanks. I'm just gonna sit there and just watch these.
All right, so Tang, you started working on it, and you were trying to correct like the balance on the rim, which is extremely damaged. You were able to scrape off what was left of the once existing wheel, and the actual axle and everything is thankfully salvageable. It's made of pretty sturdy stuff, but the wheel itself plus the rim just totally destroyed. So you need a complete replacement. So as you're trying to get everything hooked up there, Tully more or less just shoves you aside. And he's like talking. He's grumpy. Hey, all right.
Oh,
Do me a favor, big guy. And you, Tang. I want you both to lift as much as you can on the side here while I get the jack placed. And you see him pull out of his rucksack like this. It's an interesting looking jack. It's not like the kind we're used to. This one's definitely more mechanical. It's got like 4 arms on it. And he slides it under as both you and Eddard are lifting. And you only push up on Baba Yaga like maybe a couple inches, but it's just enough to get the jack properly placed. And its arms lock up and fully push up the side of Baba Yaga. And Tully is just a blur of motion as he's quickly scraping the sides. He pulls out... You see he pulls out part of his mechanical arm, replaces it with a new arm that's clearly like a sander and a grinder, and he starts going away, puts some goggles down, just like so the sparks on his face. He's doing everything really fast, really efficient. And he goes to the wheel that got blown off and like takes all the scrap parts, and you see him melt them down using another arm placement, which is kind of like a welder. And you see him quickly shape together and repair what was presumably a destroyed rim. He completely repairs and welds back together. The wheel itself and the rubber are destroyed, but that is what you have a spare of, is the rubber. So he gets the spare out from the side of Baba Yaga and puts it on the new rim and gets the wheel back in place. All of this done in record time from anything you've ever seen. Just snap, 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 snap. Like, everything is just instinctual for Tully. Right,
okay. When he finishes with that, I'm just gonna basically kneel next to Baba Yaga, put my hand onto it, sit there with a hand on the truck, breathing, trying to calm myself down. Because I was getting mad at this point and frustrated because I didn't want to lose anything of this truck.
I will lean out and offer Tully to take him for a beer the next time we get to a bar.
He just pulls a cigarette out of his pocket and lights it and starts smoking. We can't take another blow like that. I can't repair what's utterly destroyed. Not again. So, while we move...
I think we should take
be
some
careful.
spare parts up.
Might be a good idea. As for the warping on the side, I can fix it a little bit, but a complete repair, we're going to need to stop by a proper shop. Because we don't have any more spare parts at this point for this baby.
Okay, I'm gonna look up and I'm gonna say, let's do that later. We can hold out for a bit long. The old lady will handle it.
Alright. Well, we're good to go on the road.
Okay, I am going to get on the front and I'm gonna try and assist Longshot with anything I can to avoid situations like that.
Totally just nonchalantly climbs back in, still smoking his cigar. And he just kind of hangs out by the couch. Alright, so... this is where... So, Longshot, you're still driving?
Yep.
Alright, so you want to take another 3 rolls? Drive lane vehicle.
Okay. Okay.
Good, good.
There's no way in God's
Come on.
green.
Come on. Can we do anything to mitigate that?
What the
You can use all your luck.
Yes, yes,
I'm gonna
yes.
push my luck into
I'm
that.
burning all my luck if I can.
Okay.
I'm gonna push my 6 points of luck into that because that's just ridiculous.
I'm gonna burn all my 7 points of luck if I can avoid that.
Just saying.
Alright, Tang.
I've got a 10 in it base, and I always roll a 1 or 2
Yes,
usually.
yes.
Roll
Good,
me,
yes,
roll me a drive land vehicle as well, because since you're up front, if you roll good enough, I'll just say that, and with him putting his luck into it, you correct the mistake before it happens.
Okay, where was drive? Control.
It's in control.
Control. Okay.
And if you roll good enough, plus with his luck deep dive on there, they can save it from taking a damage.
Oh, please! I need this. Oh God damn it!
I knew this was gonna happen.
He's at a
cursed.
-2.
Oh my god.
We are cursed.
I'm just saying, this is already
Okay,
the third
what cliff are we going off
at the
of?
start of this. Isn't it going great?
What cliff are we going off of?
Okay.
Oh,
So you guys
God.
travel for pretty much the whole day. For the rest of the day, anyway. Perfectly fine. But as the sun just set and you're still making headway, you guys come across this bridge overviewing a precipice. You can literally see like a glare through like the foggy clouds in the distance, and that you presume to be Night City. Like you were that close at this point. You're within half a day's travel at most. But as you guys are crossing the bridge, you hear the crackling and breaking of metal, and you realize as you're on the bridge that the support beams that are holding said bridge up can't take the weight and buckle.
Oh God!
And you feel as you all plant up to the ceiling of Baba Yaga as it plummets and slams on its side.
Oh,
Vehicle is completely on its side. And all of you need to roll me both athletics and endurance.
I.
Ooh, this is
Right, hang
fucking
on.
cursed.
Athletic.
Night
Endurance.
City is truly cursed us.
bad rolls enough.
Oh,
This is
Oh,
so
we're
many
dead.
bad
We're
rolls.
dead.
It's
Holy
growing. It's
shit.
getting
We
really.
are
If we
dead.
just keep rolling like this, it's just gonna fucking rocks spontaneously
Yeah.
fall out of the sky and kill us all.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
That's the kind of luck we're having.
I'm saying this is cursed right
Oh
now.
my god.
Please don't kill us before.
Remember
I mean,
what I
this is
said when I
natural,
said there was a
right?
god and he hated us?
Oh god.
Why? Why?
So, with the crash, you all... Actually, I should probably roll on behalf of Gabe right now. Let me pull up
Yes.
Gabe's sheet.
We didn't
And-
think it would
Oh
get
no, and Mira.
Oh no!
Oh Jesus!
Oh no.
They're
please,
secured in
God.
the bunks, remember? Because they were asleep.
Mira,
Well, even
Mira
way.
was, but not Gabe. Gabe was asleep by the kitchen.
Oh,
No,
oh,
I put,
Gabe's gonna be coming back.
Did you put
everybody
them
that
in?
was asleep back into the bunks and secured them.
Okay, well that means they get an advantage on these rolls then. Okay.
'Cause, 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 'c
Oh no! No!
No! What is this? What the fuck? She got a -2?
Asmo, what did you do?
Asmo,
You did
no.
something.
I didn't do anything.
I mean, seriously, did someone
Come on.
rig this bot? Like,
Yes,
that's just not natural.
Yeah, this is
Corn's
not how
taking
this
blame
is
for
Just
this.
look
working.
at this board.
Okay,
we already
please tell me
What?
that Eder did something to actually help me up.
5 ones already.
Okay, so
Fine.
Edit
The
was.
fuck?
I will do this. So Edit was back checking on Mira when this happened. So
Okay.
though she still takes a beating, she's not gonna die because he shielded the worst of it with his body for her. And with his athletics that good and endurance that good, he's gonna take virtually no damage himself.
Okay.
So now we gotta do Gabe.
Oh, jeez.
Sweet mama.
I'm just saying.
We are cursed.
Why
this
are
is
the
fucking
NPCs
cursed.
rolling like gods and we're rolling like fucking idiots?
Listen, we thought
19.
Adam Smasher is.
All right,
We
Gabe
thought
got.
Adam Smasher is gonna be the end of us.
All right,
No,
so
it
Gabe
was
got-
fucking Bridge.
Nah, it's just another one of Arasaka's new fucking test devices, bro. They're
Okay.
fucking with us.
All right, so Gabe stays more or less solid. Takes, I'll say in Gabe's case, you guys do see her, bump into one of the side cabinet things in the living. Well, actually, those who are back there do. She kind of that's a locker / container box thing in the very back. She smacks into that a couple times. But thankfully, no major damage is sustained for her. So with everybody else, okay. So in Edward's case, Edward loses 2 HP. Mira loses 3, and she only has 10 to begin with. So she's down to 7. And
I got you 2 14s,
okay,
which is crap.
it is. So
With my-
Tang,
The thing is, I start with a 10.
Okay, let's not look into this. How many do I lose?
Tang, you lose 7.
Okay.
Let's see, Paladin. Ooh, Paladin. Paladin, you lose
fuck.
12. See what long shot get in combination. 2 14s. Okay.
My rolls are just shit, and I mean every single one so far.
You lose 6 long shots, and Sully, what did you get?
Me, I got 13.
On your athletics, you got 23.
Yeah. And my endurance, I got 13.
All right, so you lose 5. Okay, so that's.
What about short stack?
Oh yeah, Tully. I gotta roll for Tully.
Tully, yeah, the roll for Tully. Oh god.
-2.
Oh, he's a hardy bastard. And Tully's gonna lose 6.
I'll have to say the fact that this is how we start entering Night City. I think we should just leave the city.
Yeah, that's a
Yes,
fine
agree.
omen for
Time
our
to go.
fate.
No, we drop off. What's his name and leave.
At this point, just make me a Viking funeral in the truck and burn me with it.
All right, I get to work
How
repairing
deep did we
people,
fall?
checking over everybody.
I am going to can I get out and try and assess the damage?
Yeah. So just
If
to
it-
describe, so just so you all understand like what it looks like on the inside, the vehicle is on its side. The sliding door part is the ground.
Is it salvageable?
Well, you have to get out through the front and the driver's
Well,
side. So you're
the
gonna
good
have,
thing
or
is
you can
that
use the hatch. You can use like the top hatch, which is
Okay,
now
I'm
the
gonna-
side hatch.
Well, the thing is, isn't the front glass like already broken?
It is.
It was broken, right?
Yeah.
It was missing. So
you
just...
can climb out through the glass. You can climb out through the hatch, through the door.
Well,
I will
think we
say,
cleaned
God
it and
bless
we
the
can-
seatbelt, because
Yeah, let's-
seatbelts are an amazing invention.
I'm gonna get out and try and assess the damage.
Because at my rolls, I would guess without a seatbelt, I would just die.
So to crawl out, roll me contortionist because you guys are under rubble, and there is a gap in that glass. You can see the air, but it's small, so you'd have to.
Okay, which
shove
way would
yourself
be
out.
easier, the glass or the hatch?
You can try the hatch. You don't know if it's as under rubble as the rest of everything.
Well, I'm gonna
is.
try the hatch first.
All right, so you turn the hatch and push, and you get about 3 inches out for boom, hit something really heavy.
Okay, I'm gonna try the other thing then.
Roll me contortionist.
Okay, question: did I use my luck or not in the?
You did not.
No, I used mine.
Yeah, he used
Okay.
his, but you were using. You were just trying to do a
Yeah,
draw roll.
Okay, so contortionist. Okay, 10. Ugh.
Okay.
I maybe get a little bit scratched.
Yeah. I'll say you make it through, but you scrape yourself on the rubble and some of the metal. So just take another 3 points of damage as you crawl out.
Okay, good. Crawl out and
I'm just gonna sit in this vehicle for a while.
yeah.
Rethink your life choices and all.
What should I need to rule to assess the situation?
All right. So as you are now out of the vehicle, Baba Yaga is 90% under rubble. Most of the bridge is on top of it.
Okay. Is it salvageable? Can I see if it's like? Can I try and judge anything?
Yep. Roll me land vehicle tech.
Okay.
That's a decent roll.
Baba Yaga, to salvage Baba Yaga, it essentially now needs to be rebuilt. The side of it has been punctured by a whole giant giant metal beam, like it pierced the side of it like a spear tip. The wheels are all contorted, if not blown off. The entire back side has been crushed in, like it is. It's lucky that the living quarters back didn't get hit, but the very back has been crunched in and completely smashed.
You know what? I'm just gonna sit down. I'm gonna rest my back on the truck, and I'm just gonna sit there with my eyes closed, trying not to have a mental breakdown.
All right. But with 18, it is possible to rebuild it. But you have to get the frame out.
I know. It's fine. I'm just gonna take a moment to. I am based at this point. I would think I would be basically on a if I need to roll some sort of crazy check or something, because my psyche has been tested.
I think there actually is a roll for that. Hold on.
That's cool, I think. Wasn't there a thing that...
I'm going to
Wait.
try to get out and give Tang a sedative so he doesn't go fucking crazy.
All right. Where were you when it crashed? You were in the back, right?
Yeah.
I was just sitting like on the couch when it went over.
Okay. So none of the doors are opening. Like the lights are out. This Baba Yaga is effectively dead right now. So if you can manually force it open, but that'll be an athletics check. Or you can try and crawl out along the same lines as the metal beam that is, because to give you an idea because you're in the living quarters, right? Or you're in the common area. So
Yeah.
So what you see, the only source of light is the moonlight gleaming in through the edges of a giant iron beam that is piercing through the side. And it's about the width-wise, it's as wide as you are, and it goes all the way through. So you can crawl out, try and crawl out through that. That's still gonna be a contortionist check because it's a very it's a tight opening. Or you could try an athletics check all the way to the front and climb out through the glass, which is still a contortionist check.
Okay, I was just looking at my cyber optics to see if I had night vision. I don't think the 2 cyber eyes confer night vision.
All right.
So,
That's an upgrade.
I'm going to do athletics and try to force the door. Failing that, I'll try to crawl out.
All right.
Oh,
That's a -2 again.
yeah. How?
What is this?
I didn't. I swear to Christ.
Here,
Can we just restart the stage?
I don't know.
Yeah,
This is so
this
strange.
over.
this is weird.
Can we
All
go
right.
read over? Come on.
The
Please
door
tell me
didn't
that
What in the
open.
fuck?
We went to a reel over, but let's all exit roll 20 right now and enter back in, and let's just take some test checks because this is very fucking
Okay.
weird. All right, so let's everybody exit roll 20, and we'll come back. I'm not changing what's occurred, and I have to go by those rolls, but let's see if we can fix
Yeah.
future ones here.
Because this is not normal.
It is not. Like, I've never seen this bad of rolls in a row, ever.
I mean, there was a round where we played Warhammer on roll 20, and we didn't roll below a 90.
My
It
God.
goes up to 100. We didn't roll below 90 at any
Okay,
point.
I'm launching the game again.
All right, so I opened it
So
up.
am I.
I'm gonna take a few. Alright, I'm gonna take a few test rolls here.
Okay, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna do a few tests as well. Just
So am I.
This is weird.
I am not
let
going
me
to
roll
say anything
something I know
personally
I'm good at.
out of fear. Whatever luck I may be having will disappear. And now that I say that, I'm fucked.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
That-
I mean, these
what?
are. Look at this.
Look at
That's all normal rolls now.
All right.
Okay.
all right, so yeah, let's roll with this and hope that they stop rolling. You might actually use up whatever good luck we just
Yes.
occurred. So
Yeah, yeah.
okay. So let's roll with that. Let me open all the NPC sheets I need. There's Tully, Mira.
Something is just very weird this day. Maybe we shouldn't have gotten out of bed.
This is just one of those days, man. You shouldn't have had it.
I regret everything.
We didn't get out of bed. This was all a dream sequence.
What do I look like, J.J. Abrams to you?
No, because you don't have a mystery box.
Exactly.
Dream sequence, that would be like the guy who wrote Dallas and the guy who screwed up Star Wars.
Ryan Johnson.
No, he doesn't
Yeah.
have mystery box. He has a disaster box, and we're in it.
Talk about an understatement. All right, so I have everybody's open that I think I need. So we're good.
I'm having a bad feeling about this day.
All right, so
Very confusing.
Paladin, you want to try the contortionist through the ceiling part?
Sure.
All right.
10.
Better.
You want to put any luck in it?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna. She's too hurt, and all right, that didn't work. Screw it, and she's just gonna, slide down the I-beam and just lay the fuck down on the couch again,
All right.
and try to assess the damage to her body before she tries to help anybody else.
Okay. Roll me. Would that be paramedic or first aid? I think it'd be paramedic, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Paramedic's higher for me, so
Roll paramedic.
18.
All right. So you have, from your total determination of your wounds, you have a fractured rib, and your entire right side is bruised, and you have a twisted ankle.
And she's gonna get work bandaging, and she's just gonna take off her armor and strip down to her. She's gonna take off her Yuri's combat jacket, her armor, her helmet, all that whatnot, and just get to work wrapping tightening the ankle and wrapping the chest and all that whatnot. And she's going to administer speed heal to herself.
Okay.
I just don't know what the rules for speed heal is because I can't find my digital copy of the rulebook.
Speed heal. I think speed heal is the insta heal, isn't it? That's one that actually like directly heals you as opposed to overtime.
It just gives you hit points.
Yeah. So. Is that a roll from the technique tree, or is it its own role dedicated to your class?
No, it's a drug.
Okay.
It's a drug.
All right. So you apply it. What do you need to roll to see how much HP you get?
That's what I don't know because I don't have. I'm trying to find the damn book.
I would assume it's a 1d10.
I'm trying to figure out where the hell I bought the book. What the hell is that? Drive.com, Drive.
Let me pull it up. I have the PDF on my computer. Hold on. What a crazy session so far.
Yeah, it's
And Gabe hasn't even arrived yet.
boy, he's going back to a surprise.
Oh, that Drive-Through RPG. I have it on Drive-Through RPG.
Everything is working fine so far. We're doing well. Arn is not pushing any luck on us.
Okay, table of contents, never feet away, view from the edge. Blah, blah. Do you know what it would be under? Trauma team, for example? Wound states, critical injuries, stabilization, and healing.
Yeah, it should be under drugs.
It's on page 220.
Yeah, I got the book right now. Phil, let me just go to the page I want.
Right, trauma team. And it's speed heal you're trying to use, right?
Yes. You said 220?
Yeah, 220 is the start of trauma team, which I think has all the medical stuff. Okay. I didn't see it there, damn it.
It should be probably under my character sheet. I'm sorry about this delay, guys. I thought I had the book downloaded.
Listen, let's just give time for the demons that are infesting this place to leave and get bored.
Exactly.
And we are buying time for Gabe to show up and ask us what the hell's happening.
Nothing
It-
happening so far.
it'd just be like
Everything is
that-
working well. Didn't you know?
Quiet.
Oh, here he is!
Interesting timing.
Oh boy.
So,
Welcome to hell.
while I continue to look at the speed heal thing, can you guys explain what just happened?
How
do the
can we
honors.
explain what happened?
Tang, do the honors.
Can you
Okay,
explain
so-
what the hell happened here? It was a complete disaster.
Here it is. So, Paladin, speed heal. Effect. When injected with a dose of speed heal, a target who is not in the mortally wound state, which you are not, immediately heals an amount of HP equal to their body plus will. So you're just adding those together.
Okay, what page is that on? Sorry.
That is on 150. Do you not believe me?
Oh, at least we're not dead.
No, I
Yes.
wanted to see if there was anything else I had that would give. Okay, I don't have antibiotic. Actually, I think I do have antibiotic, but What do I have? Yeah, antibiotic, rapid detect, speed, heal, stim, and surge. So I have them all.
Yep.
Okay, so which two am I adding together?
Body and will. You just add them together, and whatever comes out of it is how much you heal for.
So 7 and 4 is
11.
11. So I go up basically back to full.
Yep. Do you have multiple doses of speed heal, or is it a cooldown thing?
No, I can administer as much of it as I need because I did prepare like 12 syringes before we left.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's all set. So as you're as you're treating yourself, Tully is crawling through, and you can hear like glass shifting and like metal being pushed aside as he's like crawling through some of the debris inside Baba Yaga. And he's on his feet now, walking along that wall that's now the floor. And he comes up to you, Paladin, and he's looking you over. Everything okay?
Improperly marked bridge for weight, apparently.
That's one way to put it.
I'm alright now. Broken rib, sprained ankle. What about you? Is there anything you need me to do? I would like to check you over real quick.
As far as I know, I popped my shoulder out, but I popped it back in. Other than that, I don't know.
Alright, I just want to check him over real quick. So would that be paramedic again?
Yep.
18.
You look him over, there's definitely signs that his arm had been popped out in the impact, but he did pop it back in. Other than that, it's just cuts and bruises. He seems to have been spared the worst of the impact. Well, am I good to go, or am I not?
You'll survive. Do you want the stim or anything like that?
No, I ain't a pansy. Alright, I'm gonna break my way up to the front.
Alright, I tried and failed horribly. That door is jammed something fierce.
Alrighty then. And he pops, and you see him like rummage around near the couch, and he finds his duffel. And he pulls out a couple spare arms and pops out the one he currently has, pops another one back into his arm. And it's a saw.
What? I thought it'd be like a plasma cutter or something.
Alright, so he gets up to the door and he starts, and you notice that the edge of the saw is like is glowing. And he starts it up and starts sawing in, and sparks are flying as he's cutting the door open. All right. In the very back, is there anyone other than Eddard, Mira, and Gabe in the very back?
Well, that as he's cutting the door open.
Oh yeah, we didn't finish explaining what happened to Gabe. So Gabe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. That's my bad. So Gabe, you hear me?
He said he had problems connecting.
Maybe reconnect and try again.
Can you hear us at least?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
Shit.
Yeah, something's messing up with Discord. Maybe it's happened sometimes.
I think it's roll 20. Something's up with roll 20. This doesn't. A lot of this isn't
How would
right.
Roll20 affect Discord?
Yeah.
Because I want an excuse to redo today.
I don't think we're gonna get it. Oh well.
No.
That's not how the world works.
I have redoing all of that. No.
Yeah, we're not that lucky.
Isn't it going well?
Oh, hang on.
Well, as we wait for Gabe, I'm going to pop the scope off of my rifle and activate the night vision, because it still has the night vision scope on it.
Alrighty.
And take a look around to assess damage.
On the interior?
Yeah, on the interior. Then I'm going to work my way back to see if First, I'm going to head to, try to get to Mira and immediately check her over and administer any type of medication that she needs.
All right, so you.
Would I still be in the near the front?
Yeah.
All right. I'm just making sure for later.
All right. Are you? You'd be near the front. Would you say you're in the same area as Long Shot and Tangwar? So like the actual.
After getting thrown around, probably.
All right. So you're in the actual the driving compartment then. So just so everybody, are all of you looking at Roll20 right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So this right here is the floor.
Okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
You guys are horizontal right now.
Is well, I shouldn't ask this question. Oh, so
Okay. Long Shot, you are kind of hanging by the driver's seat and the seatbelt.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay there for a while.
Okay.
So far, it hasn't been going well when I tried to go anywhere, so...
Okie dokie. So, Paladin...
Is it dark inside? Because we're...
Yes, you're on top of being underneath rubble. It's nighttime, and there's no power in Baba Yaga right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn on at least a flashlight just to see what the fuck is going around. At least for some vision. And then look around and... Whew.
actually, before Paladin gets back, she's going to put her helmet back on and activate the an emergency light.
Okay.
And after looking around with the scope, she sees a weird way through. Puts her helmet and turns the light back on, and just sort of announces, "I'm on my way. On my way back. Who's hurt back there?"
Hey, and you're on that through the doors.
Yeah, well, because the door's jammed between the cockpit and the living quarters, I assume they can't hear me, so I just sort of walk on the quote-unquote floor towards where Tully crawled out of, and just, "Who's hurt back there? On my way back. Clear the entrance."
Eddard is, I hear him yell, I'll be fine, but Mira is busted up a little bit. And Gabe isn't looking amazing.
Alright, then how bad is the opening?
So, the door is kind of, it's closed and not. So what seems to have happened is upon impact, the heavy metal door broke whatever is connecting it into the wall, so to speak. So there is a triangular shaped hole because part of the door is completely shut, like the bottom part. The other part didn't close and looks like it attempted to open. So it's at an angle, the door itself. So the opening is like this weird triangular shape. It's about as wide and as big as Tully is. Exactly. So you won't need to do a contortionist roll to climb through it.
All right, I'm gonna climb. Hey, I
We can hear you, Gabe.
Earlier, no, I could not hear you at all because I was still in the jello connecting, you know?
Okay, so to quickly catch you up, what's happened?
Yes.
Shit's fucked.
What have you done?
So
Why is it always fucked when I'm not here?
okay, so does anyone have in their head right now a good summary of what's happened?
We got cursed by the god of dice, and we broke out. We almost died by falling off a bridge.
we are currently upside down and on fire. I'm kidding.
No,
Okay, so
not on fire.
All right. So quick recap. The session began. You guys found out that Kanan is gone and that she apparently had made a call with the agent you had sliced in half after she had asked Eddard to repair it, saying you had told him to. She made a call with it. She found out from one of the people who worked at the hotel that the call, she had been her standard deadpan voice, but whoever was on the other end had yelled at her at one point, and then she hitched a ride with someone who arrived on a bike shortly after and headed to Night City.
Okay.
So that's what you guys found out there. You all decided to head to Night City. Most of the party seems suspicious of Kanan right now and think she's up to something. And as you guys were traveling, there were some pretty bad rolls, and long shot. Some. Dragonis was driving and hit a landmine and blew the front right wheel off. That got repaired by Tully, and you guys got back underway. And around 4 to 5 hours just out of Night City, you guys came to a bridge overlooking, which was over kind of a canyon overpass. And halfway across the bridge, it buckled. And Baba Yaga has dropped 50 to 60 feet and is underneath the rubble of the bridge on its side and is completely dead. And several people took damage, including yourself.
I figured.
Yeah, I rolled for you for the athletics and endurance check. You lost 7 health? Yeah, I think 7 health.
Yikes.
Mira rolled horribly. And thankfully, to counteract that, Eddard rolled really, really well and spared her the worst of damage. However, she only has 10 HP to begin with, and she's down 3. So she's at 7 HP.
My poor girl.
Oh, I thought she was at 3 because she lost 7.
No, she lost 3. She's at 7.
Okay.
My poor girl.
Don't worry. Paladin's on her way back.
And Eddard lost 3. So that's more or less the sum up. And Tang is crawled his way out through the rubble and through Baba Yaga, and now he's kind of in a depression.
I'm having a mental breakdown.
Yes. So that more or less catches you up. You guys are inside entombed, rubbled Baba Yaga.
Oh joy, oh joys.
Well, I have to say, the amount of bad rolls in succession was
Legendary.
incredible. Legendary. Just one of a kind.
Impressive. All right. So, Paladin just healed herself up, and Tully is sawing his way to the front of Baba Yaga. And yeah, you're out back in the living quarters with both Eddard and Mira, and you're just waking up.
All right.
So in terms of physical injuries, you have a twisted ankle. You can feel that. You can't put any weight on it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're bruised all over, and your shoulder's out of socket.
Ugh. So I just woke up from basically a concussion, or whatever you want to call it, right?
You do not have a concussion. You were asleep anyway until the crash.
Okay.
Keep in mind that you are strapped into the bunk because I secured everybody before moving.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to let you know that.
Okay. Got it. So I was strapped down.
All right. So that is Eddard is not strapped in, and Mira. He took Mira out of her straps because she was being tussled around with them,
Mm-hmm.
which is what was going to cause her to take much more fatal damage. So he used himself as a crash pillow.
Good man.
You can make him out in the darkness barely. And Mira, they're moving, but they're just breathing heavy and clearly in distress.
I am in a bit of an, how do you say, adrenaline high right now, so I'm not feeling too much of the pain.
All right.
But so I am entirely focused on just calling out to Mira and Edward.
We're here. We're here. I got the little one. She's unconscious, but this should be fine. She's still breathing.
Her breathing is ragged as she's in a bit of a slight panic. When she realized the crashing, her mind immediately went to those two rather than anything she was up to.
All right.
And do I have at least one hand free, or am I completely strapped in?
You're strapped in. It's not like the straps are the same as, for like a patient in like an ambulance. It's, you have one around your chest and one along your thighs.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'm gonna use my hand to the best of my ability to just motion for Edward and Mira to come closer.
All right. They can't really make you out too well in the darkness.
Ah, fair enough. It's that dark, eh?
In
that case,
there's no power and there's no windows and windows.
Yeah, we're beneath rubble.
Yeah, fair enough.
And it's almost night.
About that.
Yeah. No, it is night.
All right. In that case, I'm not gonna
motion.
In that case, I'm not gonna motion anything. I'm just gonna take a big sigh of relief that both of them are okay.
But you do see Paladin's flashlight on her helmet,
and
she's working her way back.
And just to recap, for Gabe's sake, do you have Roll20 open?
I am on my way. It should be open. I just need to open Chrome first.
All right.
Fuck off. Open the pages. I should be on my way in just 5 seconds now.
Okay.
There I am.
All right. So this is the floor. That wall is now the floor.
Understood.
And you're right here on this bunk.
Okay.
Edward and Mira are leaning against this one on the floor.
Understood.
Alright. Paladin, you're
All
making your way back. Have you crawled through the opening?
Yeah. Do I need to roll?
No, like I said, it was the same size as Tully, and he's wider than you are. So for you, it's just a matter of crawling through.
Okay. Because, Paladin is built like a brick shithouse.
And so is Tully. He's wider. He's like a dwarf. He's wider than you are.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, not a problem. So she crawls back and ignores the two adults and goes straight to Mira and examines her.
All right. She's in Edward's arms as he's like leaning against what's now the floor.
That is not technique. There we are. No. All right. Which do you want me to roll to look over Mira?
Paramedic.
All right. 23.
Okay. So with a 23, her head is bleeding, and she's taken severe bumps. From you check her eyes, and there's some dilation. She's having a small brain hemorrhage.
Oh, Jesus.
So you do need to treat her. You know from experience that at her age, a brain hemorrhage can be lethal. So, that this is a recent trauma and damage. Her brain will drown in blood within 3 hours.
All right.
You just need to alleviate the pressure, and basically, in terms of the game, you're just going to need to do a quick surgery, essentially, to alleviate the pressure in her brain.
I mean, you're pretty much punching a hole in the skull cap.
Yep.
Which is creepy as fuck.
Because she just brought her auto injector with her. I'm going to look at Eddard, and I'm going to tell him, eye to eye, you need to go and get my medical kit and surgery tools immediately.
Where are they?
They are somewhere in the wreckage. My backpack is with my gear on the thing. I should have emergency tools there, but you're going to have to figure out some way to get the table up from the secure storage and get surgery tools.
Got it. And
I can do.
he lays Mira down against what's now the floor, which is just to the side of the actual bedding. And he crawls.
Do I hear this? Do I hear them talking about this?
You hear that. You don't know she has a hemorrhage, because Paladin has not said it explicitly.
No, but I do hear the term surgery tools.
Yes.
What's happening? What happened?
You need to stay exactly where you are and calm down. Everything's going to be okay.
You first gonna tell me what's wrong?
I'd rather not right now. I need to concentrate on what I need to do to save life. Take from that which you will.
Okay. So.
Helen falls deadly quiet because
Yeah, no one
she
has.
she just the term saving life has her reeling.
Alright, so you guys hear, because Eddard made his way into the common area, you hear him like tooling around with something. It's pretty loud, and you see a couple of quick sparks, and you hear the mechanisms that push up the bed, the medical bay, pop, like so whatever Eddard's doing, he successfully got the mechanism to trigger. And you hear him rummage for a few minutes, and then he crawls back through, and he's got the full medical bag.
Okay, and Paladin goes to work as fast as she can.
Okay.
That would be surgery.
Yep.
If you fuck this up, I'm gonna kill you.
Well, if I fuck this up, I'm going to kill myself. I really don't want to click this button.
We are regretting everything.
You have
Please, God, have mercy on
Oh,
us.
God, thank
18.
you.
to. Okay.
Thank
18.
you, God.
To give you an idea, that matches the DV.
Thank you, God.
Just to be sure, I'm going to put 4 points of luck into that.
Alright. It matches the
Wait,
DV,
wait,
though,
wait, wait.
but you can do that if you want to.
Hold on. What if you need those later? Please, Madam.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah,
waste it,
okay,
come
never
on.
mind.
Come
All
on,
right,
don't
as long
waste
as it matches and
It
everything's
matches-
okay, fine.
It matches the DV. So you successfully, so you got her lie down flat, and you need to make an injection to create a relief of the pressure for the blood. So you feel around for her head, at which part feels the most swollen, where the blood is collecting. You finally find it towards the back of her skull, near the nape of her neck. And you make a very precise puncture to allow the blood to flow and stop drowning her brain. And you know at what point it's safe to bandage and safely secure the wound. You do so, you disinfect it, and you check her eyes, and immediately the dilation has set at ease. She's still straight unconscious, but you know from experience that you have avoided the worst of the damage.
Okay, when she's there, she's also going to give her an antibiotic shot, just because of the rubble and everything that's everywhere. I want to prevent any type of infection through the incision, even though I closed it up and everything.
Alrighty.
So, and that antibiotic, target artery started healing process, extra 2 HP per day. Okay. So she's fine. And I grab my scalpel and cut Gabe out from the restraints, and slowly as possible get her down next to Mara.
All right.
At this point, I'm flinching and groaning a little bit as I think the adrenaline has settled down, and my out of position shoulder and foot is probably aching like fuck.
Oh yeah. Your shoulder is still out of place, and your ankle is still twisted.
And as I'm talking to Gabe, just nonchalantly, she'll be okay. She's fine. Looks like you got, and out of nowhere, she just pops her arm back in.
All right.
Sudden, quick, and
all right. So you all hear a hollow as the bone clicks back into place. And Gabe, you feel a strong urge to vomit for a brief second, but you hold it and prevent it from coming out, and you swallow what little did come up. And the pain is completely gone. Like, physically, you feel great right now. Like, the adrenaline from the popping back in surged through you, and you feel physically really good right now. Outside of the twisted ankle.
But yes, yeah, indeed. Now Helena / Gabe is going to actually press the mat for a little bit. What's wrong?
she had a hemorrhage in her brain. And I alleviated the pressure. It looks like a lot of blood, but she'll be fine. I administered an antibiotic, and she'll be fine, but she's going to be unconscious for a while. Semi-comatose, but not in a coma. She suffered a lot of damage.
Can I do some sort of personal medicine check to see if I know enough about brain hemorrhages to know what the repercussions might be?
You can roll me paramedic.
Paramedic.
I thought that would be medtech.
Well, is there a specific one called medtech?
Yeah, medical tech. It's right above paramedic or next to paramedic.
Is it on education? No?
What's above
No?
paramedic is forgery. What's next to it is photography and film.
I think that's specifically for you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's one of yours.
Really?
Specific.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
for a normal person for this check who's not a medtech, it's paramedic.
I'm sorry.
I understand. On which category is it? Control, education?
Technique.
Technique. Alright, let's see here. And I was gonna do which one?
Paramedic.
Paramedic, there. Alright, let's see. 12.
You have a passing familiarity with the term hemorrhage. You know it's not good.
Yeah.
But you also know it can be fixed by a trained professional if handled in the moment, which it seems to have been.
Alright.
I don't like that word seems. Sorry.
Specifically because I'm phrasing it how it needs to be phrased with a 12.
I know.
I'm just messing with you. But not messing with you.
So anyway, Helena does not know the repercussions of what might happen with a brain hemorrhage that goes untreated for too long, or even happen either all the same.
Not really, no.
No.
You just know it's a scary word that you've heard before. Probably in a movie or a TV, but...
I just know brain hemorrhage is equal brain bleeding. And she sits down and just cradles a little mirror.
I wouldn't move her head.
Yeah, okay, she doesn't, but she still lays down with her and just hugs her to her ability, which she can do without moving her.
She should be fine. But the problem is we're not going to be able to stay here, and we're going to have to get her out, which that's going to be tricky with her head wound. Edward, do you think you can get rid of that beam so we have some way to get out? Cut it, something. I don't know. Shove it out of the top of the truck so we have a way to get out.
Yeah, I should be able to blast through it.
All right. And she's gonna check before you go. I'm gonna check over Edward. Eddard. Sorry.
Yeah.
So paramedic again.
Yep.
18.
All right, you look him over. He's taken quite a beating. He's hiding it very well behaviorally, but you recognize he's covered in bruises. His shoulder is sliced up by quite a bit of the sheet metal that he's moved through. He's bruised, and it's clear he let himself be a crash mat for Mira for the worst of the brunt of damage. He's taking a rough one, but like I said, he's hiding it and he's making it clear he doesn't want it to be voiced. And he makes his way past you and is crawling up through the opening. Back into
Hold on, get back here. You're not bleeding all over my truck. And she just sutures the bad wound and administers antibiotic. And do you want a dose of Surge?
What's Surge do?
It basically lets you be up without any negative penalties for 24 hours. You can only have it once a week, but you'll be awake and able to do everything regardless of your wounds for the next day.
Yeah, give it to me.
And she administers Surge and antibiotics, so... And... Alright, young man, get to your thing. I got to check your wife.
The moment you inject him with Surge, like almost like a blue light lights up and travels through his veins all the way up his neck into his head, and his eyes glow blue briefly.
Oh yes, you're going to have a fun 24 hours.
I feel awake, that's for sure. Right.
Oh, you'll feel a lot more than awake. Now get to work, please, please. Get this.
He whips around real quick and hugs Gabe real closely. It's very quick. It's just he feels he needs to do it in the moment. Holds you. Yeah.
She leans her head against his chest.
And he lets go. Puts a brief hand on Mira's limp shoulder, and then crawls through the opening. He's now in the common area, and you can immediately hear him getting to work.
And now I'm going to check over Gabe.
So that's paramedic roll.
Jesus.
22?
What the hell were these rolls before we rolled over?
Not there, that's where they were. Alright, so
you at that exact moment.
Alright, so you look over Helena. In terms of injuries, most of them were surface level. Her popped out arm, twisted ankle. Other than that, it's just cuts and bruises, but minor ones. Nothing internal. She doesn't seem to be suffering from any severe injuries. The straps did their job, for the most part.
Alright, again, administer antibiotic and say, is there anything else you want? Do you want Surge, or do you just want to sort of stay here, light painkiller? Anything like that?
He remains quiet for a bit before answering. Give me a painkiller. That's what I need.
Okay. She gives her 4 Tylenol, basically, to help reduce everything, and gives her an antibiotic help the healing process.
Alrighty.
All right.
Paladin,
Yes.
you're the expert here. It's
Mhm.
always going to be hard and tricky. What are the risks of removing her from this place?
Right now, she needs to rest and start the healing process.
Of course, but when the time comes,
We could probably move her in a day. It's going to take that long for us to dig our way out of this wreck. But as long as she's here, and has water and all that whatnot, she should fit. In fact, you know what? And she shouts through the opening, Edward,
Yeah.
if you can, I need the saline solution, saline bag, and an injection kit, and some sort of metal pole or something like that.
I can do the metal pole right now, but what do those other 2 bags look like?
It's a clear bag of solution. It will say saline on it. It's that. It should be stored with the rest of the medical equipment, and it should have ejection kits for IVs right next to it. It's all there. Clear bag of liquid.
You hear Eddard slide across metal, and then you hear some rummaging, some slight banging, and through the opening he feeds through the bags, and then he slides through the metal pole.
Okay.
Tang.
And
Yes.
sorry.
While you're sitting there, you hear engines rolling up, motor vehicles, and you see lights setting along the canyon on both sides.
Do I recognize the engines or somewhere? Can I just try and see if I've heard them before? By the sound and stuff?
Do you have any like night vision related material or anything like that?
The scope on
see,
your
hang on.
rifle.
I think I have the scope, yeah.
Okay. Roll me perception then.
Perception. There you go.
They sound exactly the same as the vehicles that attacked you guys on the road before.
Okay, I am going to go inside. Like, I'm gonna. Can I get inside the truck?
We'd have to roll another contortionist roll.
I will. Contortionist, hang on. Body. No, it wasn't body. Where was it?
It should be under.
Could be on our body.
I thought it
Am
was.
I
Yeah,
just-
it's right next to.
Oh, there we go.
athletics.
Yeah, I'm just blind. Hang on. There we go.
All right.
Just thinking something's wrong.
You don't make it back through. You get stuck.
Can I do anything to unstuck myself?
You can put some luck points in it.
Yeah, I will. How many? we need
To make
cover
it through, you need 2 more.
Okay, I'm gonna use the luck points to get through.
So
I'm
you
gonna.
get stuck initially, but then you shimmy enough and you make your way through the tight opening.
Okay, is Dragonis still hanging in the driver's seat?
Yep.
Yep.
And
Okay,
Sully is along the now floor.
I'm just gonna say we have company. Sounds like the guys that attacked us. I'm gonna go get the bag. You guys try to get out of here and prepare for fighting.
You got it.
How did they fight?
And I'm gonna say to Sully, go warn the others. Try to get as far away as possible. I'm gonna try and distract them. And I'm gonna try and get to the back. Like, try to get to my secret compartment. Actually, first, can I go in the back of the truck?
The back of the truck is the door Sully is sawing through is still being sawed through, and there's another door
Okay.
there that's closed right now. That's just as thick that he hasn't
Okay.
gotten to
If
yet.
okay, so question: if I have my, do I have my any of the detonators or anything that they can use like a battery or stuff on?
It would be in your inventory if it's stuff you have on you right now.
Okay, I do have the flashlight. I have duct tape. I have the tech bag. I have some fragmentation grenades, which have the detonators.
Yeah, then you'd have those ones.
Okay, I am going to try and create with my maker skill. I'm gonna try and jerry-rig some sort of detonator with a battery for the C4.
Okay. While you do that, you hear it's definitely being played over like a radio or like a like a really loud like radio through like stereo equipment. Now, I know you're still alive in there. I was hoping we could have parted as friends, but turns out you lied to me. You didn't just kill those boys. We found the one you buried.
I'm just gonna continue doing making that as fast as possible. Fabrication. What was it? Weapons tech, right?
Yep.
Okay, wish me luck. Okay.
Not bad. Alright, so as you're doing that, listen, as I stand it right now, I'm not looking to slaughter all of you. I'm really not. I wish I didn't have to be here right now, but I can't let what you did slide. I want one life for one life. You hand us over the one who did the torturing, and we'll let the rest walk away. If not, then consider this to be your tomb. We got several explosives pointed right at that thing, and we will cave you in there and leave you to die.
Okay,
you got 5 minutes to decide. Hear a click.
Can
I
I
turn the radio?
make that into a dead man switch?
You can.
Okay, what do I need to roll exactly?
Weapon
Should I
set
use
again?
the maker again? The maker.
Well, you've already.
or...
Have you already made the thing and you're just trying to alter
Yeah.
it? I'd say
Yeah.
if you're just trying to alter it, weapon stack.
Okay,
All right, there you go.
I make it into a dead man switch,
Alrighty.
and I also want to make sure that it cannot detonate like accidentally, even if I strap it to the C4. I want to make sure that it's safe as possible. It only detonates when I die.
Okay.
If I can use that roll for that.
Like it's gonna track your pulse, or like you have it on your finger, and the moment your finger lets off pressure, or that kind of thing.
Well, can I do both?
Both.
Yeah.
Well, to
with
set up
that
a
roll-
heart rate monitor, it's a lot more in-depth electronics, so it's a higher DV. If you're just doing like a
Well,
pressure
okay,
bomb,
okay. Can I do a pressure bomb linked to my mechanical hand? But I want to make sure that, I want to make sure that I can activate it easily. Basically, a dead man switch. Yeah, I'm just gonna make the best dead man switch I can, and the safest one as possible as well.
yeah.
I want to make sure that when I just slap it onto the C4, it doesn't explode as it is.
That would be a funny way for this all to end, I will say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But not unsurprising at all.
Well, no, I never said unsurprising.
Okay.
Well,
Is it?
the first of all, again, this door is sealed, and the bombs, the atom bombs, if you will, are right here in a hatch.
Okay, fine.
You
That's fine.
don't have access to them unless you want to try
Yeah,
and make
and
your way through this.
Can I make a way through this? Yes.
Do you have any drilling, sawing, or anything like that? Maybe
well,
a
my
torch.
tool hand has like the normal stuff. I don't know if I can use it to like cut the log and slide the door open, just open it. If I can use like basic tech or something.
It'd be security tech.
Okay, can I use that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You successfully caused the door to open.
Okay, I'm going to go get the bag that I have.
Okay.
I am going to tell I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to tell Dragonus and Sully to get back in the like to prepare to go to the backside when Tallard opens the back door.
All right.
And I'm just going to look at Dragonus now at long shot. And I'm going to be like, take your truck. As I'm pushing them in the back and closing the door behind them.
Okay.
Yeah, anyone resisting through that?
Sally?
None for me.
Okay, so they go back. I am going to.
I'm
Sully's
gonna grab my guns
Sully's
as soon as
still
possible.
sawing his way through.
Yeah.
See.
Can I? Oh, okay. Can I get out of the truck with the bag? Can I try to get out of the truck with the bag? Actually, hang on. Let me think about this. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get out of the truck, but I'm gonna try it in a way so the people from above don't get. Do they get a clear shot at me? Actually,
The way to get in right now is kind of like a down. It's kind of a slightly slanted entrance, kind of like you're going down a hole, but they would have a clear view of anything coming in or out.
okay, then I am going to then open the bag. I'm gonna place the device on the floor. Right?
All right. So when you say the floor, you mean the side here?
On the C4.
Oh, on the C4.
On the
Okay.
explosives, yeah.
All right.
And I'm gonna make sure that it cannot detonate until I activate. Like, I want to make sure when I try to get out that there is no possible way to accidentally activate it. I want to make sure that I can activate it only when I decide and when I'm out.
Okay. Roll me demolitions.
Okay. Now keep in mind I did specify that I made it sure that it cannot just detonate. So
Yeah, well, it's still a demolition, I would see.
okay, I'm gonna use all my luck for that.
All right.
I have 5 luck, so that's 14.
Okay. That's enough to set up the mechanism safely.
Okay, and then I'm going to get. I'm gonna start going out with the bag, and I don't know if it's gonna be better to push the bag in front of me or drag it behind me. I'm gonna try and make sure to get out with the bag in one piece. If I have to roll contortionist again, or
You do have to roll contortionist for yourself. And for the bag, I'll just say if you make it through, the bag should. It's not as big as you.
okay. Oh jeez.
You are stuck.
Well, can I do
actually,
anything to unstuck myself?
I'll give you an option. You're either stuck, head first slightly out of the hole, with the bag beneath you, or you make it through, but you take 10 points of damage.
Fuck it, 10 points.
Alright. So as you make your way through and you're dragging the bag along, you like these 2 sharp indents you were able to avoid before to slice into your side. And you, with all your might, push your way through as the metal just slices along your ribs.
Okay,
now
I'm
bleeding.
seriously wounded at this point.
Yes, you are bleeding, and but you made it
anyway.
out. You look
I
like
am
shit,
going-
but you made it out.
I'm going to strap the bag on me. Like, I'm gonna put it over my shoulder.
Alright.
Right? I'm gonna look up and I'm gonna say, okay, just help me get up, and I'm gonna give you what you want. Then I'm gonna start going away from the truck in a way. I'm gonna try and judge which way would it be so the truck is the safest if an explosion happens.
Alright, so as you walk forward, 2 figures are now flanking you on either side and grab you from underneath your arms. And a third individual
I'm going to
yanks the bag
activate
away
the
from
dead
you.
man as they are approaching. And I'm gonna just keep it activated.
Okay. So it's activated.
Yeah, and I'm gonna let them drag me up.
So they drag you over and there's lights flashing in your eyes, so you really can't make anything out. Until for about a minute after dragging you forward, you're now in slight shadow, and only the residual light, because they're headlights on the vehicles. And you see you see the trench coat leader of the Nomad clan you had met before, and his arms are folded. So you're gonna give me who tortured that boy.
I'm just gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, actually, can I judge from here if the truck is like behind some sort of rock formation? Am I out of the gully and onto the flat ground?
Well, the bridge was over a canyon. You guys are essentially in a canyon.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not gonna bode well.
I'm gonna look for him and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna give you what you want, but I want to make sure you not mess with my friends of the truck. So drag me away from here and I'm gonna tell you what you want.
He looks you up and down. Are you telling me you're the one who tortured that boy?
Drag me away and I'm gonna tell you what you want. That's all I'm gonna.
Okay. Alright, you want to compete that?
Yeah, I'm try. What do I need to roll?
You need to roll... Technically you're not lying, but still persuasion.
Okay. Where was persuasion?
Social.
Social, yeah. Okay.
Ooh, just beat it.
Yes, barely.
So he stares at you for a good long moment. Alright. What's in the duffel? He yells to one of his friends. And you hear the zip of the bag as they yank open.
You don't want to do that, my friend.
It looks like C4! Throw it in the truck.
I'm gonna laugh and I'm gonna say, you should better not do that. And I'm gonna basically say, you remember my threat when we first met? Well, that wasn't a bluff.
Mm-hmm. And he repeats himself. Throw it back in the truck. And you hear the steps.
If you even take a step, I'm detonating it.
They're ignoring you. He's putting it by the truck.
As soon as the guy tries to move up to the truck.
Oh no.
Right?
Jesus.
Please no.
He's going towards the truck, right?
Yep. You hear the steps.
I'm detonating it. As soon as he takes a step.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna say, go fuck yourself, Ruski.
Okay.
Apparently this is a we ride or we die situation. Alright.
Okay.
So, for half a second, there's a blink of blinding white light. And just a thunderous cacophony of pressure. And Tang, for a brief second, you feel nothing. You're still conscious, but you feel nothing.
I'm laughing through all this. Fuck this.
And then you're gone.
I hope the rest survive because they're almost buried underneath the rubble. At least that should give them some protection. Come on.
Or you apply more pressure on this thing. We'll see what happens.
I tried, okay?
Sure, I believe you.
So, everyone...
Come on, give him a chance at least. Honor my sacrifice. Be nice.
Okay. We're gonna go on break while I figure out how we're gonna do this. So
No! Don't leave us hanging!
everyone go to the bathroom. Take this time to intermission.
Holy shit!
I
Mother of God!
I have some decisions to make.
This is going really well so far.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh.
I would have come along if I just knew what was happening. I would have tried to reason a little bit, but we'll see what happens now.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, so just to explain to all of you my dilemma with this. I explained before, one brick of this at 40 feet makes a mushroom cloud and creates enough pressure to make basically the equivalent of an eye in the storm in a sandstorm. You just detonated 6 of them in a bag. Well, this is part of my Tang. You said the bag. It's okay. Okay. Okay, so by blowing up a nuclear bomb right next to it. So, I'm at an impasse because my options are this: I can either continue to obey the rules I've set forth, both with the explosives specifically, as well as the setting, and this will result in a TPK. The whole party will die because these are extremely powerful explosives. Or I can do what I hate doing and break the rules I've set forth and ignore my own established material and spare the party despite what I've set forth. I will go with option 2. Yes, because it'd be one thing if you all contributed to this, where I felt that the party had more or less led to their own demise, but only one of you made these decisions. Yeah. Right. I'll just go with option 2. Keep in mind, I'm not gonna make a habit of it because it's not a good idea. I don't want you guys to get the idea you can make hot-headed decisions and have no consequence for them, because I'll spare you the worst fate every time. But again, the circumstances of this one is it's not a decision the whole party made. efficient. Okay, I just rolled a die, physical die. So what is going to happen? Tully. So Tully, Paladin, Sully, Longshot. You all survive. Okay. Gabe. Your character dies. I rolled the D3 like you suggested. You were the one that landed.
Can I have as I suppose it's the case of all the rubble falling upon us?
Yes. Eddard and Mira were able to squirm out, but you got crushed.
Can I have a final moment thing?
Yep. Do you want me to narrate it, or would you like to?
If I may.
Yep. Sorry.
As we hear the explosion, Eddard, me, and well, not Mira, she's still unconscious with the stool. Me and Eddard gather up in the rear room yet again. And in a panic, as we hear the rubble falling upon us, and we hear the brunt of it falling upon our room. We try to make our way out of it. And, oh boy. I know it's a gesture, but it's still emotional for me. I'm sorry. Anyway, we try to hurry out of it, but my leg is still kind of fucked up, so I stumble, and a piece of the rubble and the metal crushes down on my leg as the rest comes down crashing upon me. Eddard turns around to see me. I just offer him a short lasting smile before the rest of the rubble comes down on me. And I whisper, no, not whisper, I don't have time for that. I just think to myself, God, please just help them. That's it for me.
So that is so Gabe is crushed and dies. Eddard successfully carrying Mira's unconscious body is able to shield her once more. For the rest of you, you feel an immense heat and pressure as Baba Yaga is forced further into the ground. And the whole back part that was the cabin area for the bunks is completely caved in. Luckily, though the surrounding walls of the vehicle start to be crushed in more and create a tighter area, it doesn't go all the way. You don't all get instantly crushed in, but you are now all in what feels like a tight hallway now, where sharp, jagged metal is on all sides. The part that was the floor before is still the floor, but you've been pushed further into the ground. The heat that you all felt initially eases away. Everyone roll me endurance. My apologies, the music was turned up during that.
What? You gotta be kidding me. Our roll 20 just crashed.
Oh shit.
There we go, I'm back, okay.
Alright.
Endurance.
Yep. Alright. So you guys are all set. In terms of damage, long shot, you're going to take a further 3 points. Paladin, you take none. Sully, you take none. And Eddard and Mira. I'll just say, given the loss we already have had, I'll default them to having succeeded their roles. Alright, so after what feels like a few minutes worth of a quake of like you guys of like everything around you guys shaking, it completely eases to a dead calm.
Did that son of a bitch?
Yes.
Why?
Because he's fucking an idiot.
Holy shit.
Out of game. Tang, Gabe, this would be a good
Yeah.
time for you guys to start rolling new characters.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
and we'll set up for next session how we're gonna have you guys introduced to the party.
All right.
All right. So Tully has. So during that whole, he was still trying to saw through the door, and his arm popped off during that quake and throw. So the saw part is now jammed in the door, and he is on the. He got flung around, and he's got good few more bumps. But he shakes it off, reattaches the saw, and makes a full opening in the door now. So Sully and no, Gabe, you're fine. You can. It's fine. This metadata is not going to be too big of a deal. Yeah. Okay. So, you guys, what do you want to do?
Oh,
Slowly crawl out of there with everything that we can grab, probably.
Probably a wise idea.
yeah.
And get as far away from the explosion part, because it is radiation. So I would really like to get as far away from the explosion as possible.
Okay.
And ask the others to follow me, because this is not a good thing.
All right. So, are you going to climb up to the driver's spot?
Yep.
All right. So you climb up there. It's a solid dirt mound across the glass.
Okay.
You attempt to dig through it?
Probably gonna grab anything that we have that would improvise as a shovel or something.
There's a few spare pieces of metal with an indent in the center of them that you can use kind of like a
Yeah.
spade.
And I would use them and then start
All right. So
to
you
dig us up.
all right, so you dig up, and you were expecting a ton of resistance initially, but it goes right through, almost like it's just butter. You feel one slight bit of resistance towards the end, and you hear a cracking sound, kind of like glass. And you dig it out, and now there's a hole. And around the very edge of the hole, it does look like there's some kind of glassy substance.
Okay.
All right, you crawl through.
I would probably knock on it a few times and then crawl through.
You crawl through, and you rise above. And now, in terms of Baba Yaga, this is the only part of Baba Yaga that's above ground level. And all what was once a canyon is now this massive crater. And all along the area is a solid. It looks like glass, like crystal, has formed all across the blast radius. The crater is entirely lined with it, and it's a perfectly smooth surface outside of what you just broke through.
Oh shit.
Okay.
We gotta get out of here as fast as possible.
Yeah. I would grab everything that I can and move.
I'll go find the others and tell them.
All right.
Where would Paladin and them be?
They'd be in the common area right now. Of what
I
was
would
Baba
try
Yaga.
and make my way back to as far back to towards the common area as I could.
Okay. Yeah, it's almost a slide at this point. It's kind of got an incline. So you slide down, and the opening is completely there. Tully was able to get it open, and he's with his duffel and another duffel. It looks like it was one of the medical bags. He's crawling through, and he yells
Tully,
down.
we gotta.
He yells down. Russian lady, you might want to hurry. We gotta go now.
And she just sort of goes with the flow.
Alright.
Gets what's left of her equipment.
Hope you had iodine packed in those bags. Lots of iodine.
We at least have
That's
some
not
of
going
it.
to save us.
Alright, Eddard got his hands on what was Gabe's bag and his own. And still carrying Mira, he's at this point really quickly made like a fashioned, basically a very large baby carrier to carry her on his back. And he makes his way through. Alright. So you all collect your things and make it successfully to the surface. Again, just a solid glass substance. And it breaks at a touch, but it looks like a crystal. And you all feel heat. You feel like you just walked into a thick southern swamp kind of humidity.
Okay.
Let's keep going. We gotta get out of what used to be a canyon. It's a crater.
As you guys are crawling off of Baba Yaga and away from the crater, quickly, you see above your head a bunch of aircraft are coming in. At first, you fear it might be Militech or Arasaka, but you can tell it's all trauma team and another medical group that you don't recognize the name of.
Ario
I just
Meatwagon?
want to. Can I just say something? I know I'm dead, but I just want to make a comment, like out of character, out of anything.
Yes, but
Just
after
want something
this, after this,
No. Okay. I just want to say, I don't envy the guys that are trying to scrape anything off from these Militechs. Not Militechs, Medtechs. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. All right. So the aircraft immediately come up to where you guys are, and it opens up, and a bunch of trauma team are waving you guys over desperately, like, come on.
Yeah, I would run towards them as fast as I can
I would
to
myself.
get away from there and call the others that they better get moving before we get left behind.
All right. So they load you all into one bus, or one bus, so to speak. Latch it up, and you can hear it's an airtight seal. And immediately they pull out like these showers and start like they're in full gear, by the way. They're in sealed gear, and they are instructing you guys to take your clothes off. They're giving you step-by-step instructions, and they're not asking, they're telling.
Sure.
And you can feel the aircraft you guys are all in right now moving as they do this. They all give you guys a quick anti-radiation shower. They're constantly scanning you guys in your clothes. And this is not a huge area. They're doing all of this in the same spot. They give you all a quick wash through. They're doing a check over of Mira. They're doing a check over of Eddard. Everybody. You notice that they're not giving you guys any in-depth medical care to the point where they're actually like patching you guys up. Like they're not stitching you up. They're not double checking any of the surgical stuff that's been done to you guys by Paladin. They're just making sure you're not irradiated. So they're doing they're doing the bare minimum right now.
They're doing what they have to do and nothing else.
Pretty much.
Okay.
And after they've cleaned you guys up and provided you all new clothes, because they've taken your clothes and they've set them aside in sealed bags. They've also removed you of your weapons.
Okay.
Alright. So you guys are going to be traveling with them for a few good minutes, almost an hour. You want to say anything to them while you're moving?
No.
I would just like to listen and see if I can catch any information about them at all.
Alright. Roll me perception.
Oh, come on. I want a good roll this round.
I probably listen in myself, if out of boredom for nothing else.
Okay. So long shot. And you can relay this to the others if you want. But
Yes.
as you listen in, you hear them talking back and forth. It's quiet. But at first you hear them talking about someone named Wing. Just called Wing. And it's stuff like, "Is Wing really send us out here for this? This explosion happened minutes ago. There's no VIP in the area. Why the hell were we sent out here? I don't know, Wing said to redirect while we were already out in the Badlands. To this spot? Just because of the blast? That happened moments ago. Yeah, but you know Trauma Team. Yeah, but like I said, there's no VIP. Why are we cleaning these scavs up? They don't look like scavs to me. Are you sure about that? That one looks like Trauma Team, actually. Maybe that's why. Wing might know her. Should we talk to her? Nah, not a good idea." Things like that.
Okay, I would relay everything towards the other people and see if anyone ever heard of this person.
Well, it's Sully that heard it. You did not.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd start telling them about them talking with some guy named Wing. Oh, he had him come out here.
I
All
would
that
personally
sort of
ask just Paladin if she knows this person, because I definitely know that I have no clue who this is.
Paladin's not paying attention.
Okay.
Alright. So you guys travel for about an hour and successfully arrive in, well, you hear them announce that they've arrived. And one of the officers steps forward and takes his helmet off. Whew. And he's got a goatee. It's very dressed up, dyed blonde. His eyebrows are a brown color. He's got like a weird fade makeup on and some silver dotted earrings. And one of his eyes is a biometric. It's got a weird, interesting pattern on it, kind of like a, what do you call this? A Rorschach. And the other eye is just a normal, kind of bright blue eye, but it looks organic. Well, we picked up an interesting lot today. So, let me make it perfectly clear. We will not be giving you advanced medical treatment, as none of you have a trauma team package. As it is, to be perfectly honest, we don't know why we were ordered to pick you up. But, we treated your irradiation. Some of you had pretty high counts, so you guys must have been near the blast. But, we did have the equipment on hand to lower your levels. All of you should be at a healthy level, or healthy enough. We'll be dropping you off at the local medical facility, not the trauma team one. Am I clear?
Sure thing.
Good. Alright. Your personal effects will be returned to you. I recommend heavily you don't open those bags until you have a place to wash them properly. Otherwise, you're good to go when we land. And almost on cue, you feel a shudder as it makes surface. Speaking of which, the door opens, and unceremoniously, as he's putting his helmet on, get out.
I would jump up.
I would be walking out myself.
Paladin's going to use her knowledge of trauma team to try to override this and get us taken straight to the trauma team for medical treatment.
Are you gonna try and debate him?
Basically, use inner bureaucracy of trauma team and like give an override code. Like something that they would know is something, oh shit. Okay, we need to take them here.
All right. Most of the codes you would know are the Russian ones.
It's Trauma Team International.
Yeah, but they do still have branches, like the Russian branch, the American branches. Actually, they even have state branches. You do know of the level codes, like severity codes, that are universal.
See if a Soviet code would work, or a Russian code would work with severity level 1.
All right, he puts it into a pad. You guys don't have any packages, but the code is familiar.
You do know that damn well that anybody, former or current trauma team, is allowed trauma team medical care.
Yeah, but they're also a corrupt bureaucracy like any other. And again, you're Russian. So he looks it over and he debates it. Are you sure you want to go to the headquarters? You'll have to explain yourself.
Explain what? We were transporting stuff in a truck, got attacked, cargo detonated. We didn't know what the fuck it was.
All right. We'll give you transport. And you see him put a hand to his side of his helmet. He's clearly communicating with someone via comms, but you can't hear him. All right. We're good to take you. But probably warning, you might regret it. Alright, so is everybody going?
Yeah, I might as well hop back on.
I don't think there's much else we can do, so yeah.
Alright, so you guys feel the pressure of it relift off, and you feel it travel. So for a good 20 minutes or so, you feel it shift a couple times, so it's clearly making some sharp turns here and there. But you pretty much travel in silence. Even the trauma team guys aren't really saying anything. And you guys feel another touchdown. Alright, welcome to Trauma Team Headquarters, Night City. Please step off, and we will escort you inside the facility.
We just sort of follow him. I follow him.
Yeah.
Alright, so immediately, you guys are on the top of a roof. You're on a skyscraper. You can see the whole city from where you guys are right now. And it's just a sea of glistening lights, small moving particles that you can tell to be vehicles. You can hear different sounds and beeps and honks, and it's a cacophony of sensory. The moment you walk out, there's neon lights. You can hear aircraft flying overhead in every single which direction you can fathom. And this specific roof, you see vehicles popping up and off, all trauma team related. It is just a smack in the face worth of sensory information you guys absorb. And the wind is cold and breezy and a little hard to breathe. And right across from where you guys are looking, you see a rooftop sliding double doors that open up, and on the inside it's blindingly white. So as you guys follow the trauma team officer in, you guys are walking through. The place is, especially for all of you who have never been in the top tier of corpo society, it is shockingly clean. This is polished white. There's not a single smudge on any surface as you walk through. There's different little sliding equipment. There's small robots and androids moving around with medical equipment. You hear announcements over the intercom in a silky, smooth, comforting, motherly voice, as it's just simply announcing anything from horrific OR results to congratulations, today is the so days since trauma team's last failure. Anything like that, you just make your way through. This is pristine. Even the doctors who are not in trauma team, like flak gear and stuff, they're in these long white robes. They also look really clean. They are clearly from corporal backgrounds. You see like crazy hairstyles and really well done up makeup on men, women, or other. You just make your way through. It's like an alien world to anything you have ever seen.
Shit, it's nice here.
I'm having a bad feeling about this already.
Just stick to the story.
So as you guys are walking through, at 3 pretty much polished up, even more so, like there's like a gold trim on their uniforms. So trauma team officers come up, and the two on the either side are carrying rifles. Halt. Hello, sir. Lieutenant, who are these people? What is their package level? Is it platinum? No, sir. They have no packages. What? What are they doing in my building? Wing sent us to the site in the Badlands. Wing? Why'd he send you out there? I don't know, sir. To be honest, we were answering another VIP call, but we were redirected. Well, then you could take them to Wing, and then he can explain to the higher-ups why the hell he had you guys reorganized. And then, once you've done that, send them on their fucking way. No platinum package.
So let me get this straight. You're going to deny a former trauma team member her rightfully earned care?
What's your file?
Oh shit, I gotta actually look up my name, because I've just been going by my code name. Oh, fuck, where is that? Should be at the top of the sheet. I can't find my... I'm sorry, I can't find my name. She just rattles off her name and division and all that whatnot, and tells him to check it, I guess.
And he pulls it up. He pulls up your file. Commanding officer. Let's see here. Unit 7. Well, you are a former trauma team. But that package only covers you. What about the rest of them?
Trust me, we'll make it right somehow. We'll figure it out. I'd rather be here. I'd rather be here amongst my people, if you understand.
You can't see his face because of the helmet, but his head kind of tilts to the side. And he nods his head, yes. All right.
1 second. The female child with us, severe brain bleed. Severe brain bleed. I alleviated the pressure, administered antibiotics, but I would like her to be checked out before any of us. Please. Her mother was... Her mother was level 10.
Understood. Room 277 should be open. And the doctor there is an expert in pediatrics.
10-4.
All right. Once you have all been checked up and run through, and he gives like a sideways nod to you, Paladin, kind of silently saying, "This is weird. We shouldn't be doing this, but you are one of us, so we'll make an exception."
And she just returns, snaps to attention and gives a salute to him.
All right. Once you've run through everything, you need to meet up with Wing. That's his code name. He's one of the commanders of Unit 6 here. Former Russian. That might be how you know him.
And now that she's slowly processing everything, I'd like to do an education or something to see if she recognizes it.
Yep, go ahead. That would be technically, it's a memory-related thing.
Okay. So, which one would that be?
That's the thing, I'm not sure. Yeah.
Human perception? No, that doesn't sound right.
I guess just education. Or deduction. Do deduction. Because
Okay,
you're deducing from your own memory and from the information, so.
That's body? No,
it's under education next to education. Center row.
Oh, deduction. Alright. Oh, got a 19.
Okay. Wing is the nickname and code name of a junior officer that joined after you in Yuri's team.
As she's slowly processing everything and remembers who that is, she sort of gets pissed and relieved at the same time, realizing who it is. But just continues along his way with everybody trying to hide her emotions.
Okay. So the security guys break up and you're escorted by the lieutenant. Each of you to a different room, and a stretcher is brought out for Mira and Eddard for them to be brought to this room 277. Each of you are brought to a different room, and you're looked over, and again, the rooms are, as I've described, they're just spotless. Everything is coated in white or a light gray. The cleanliness is beyond describe. There are security cameras everywhere, but they seem to be on a rotating basis. And you guys are all given a checkup. Now, anybody who has any health missing, put it to max. Because as you guys are being checked up, they are fixing everything. And with equipment that you can't even describe. In the case of Eddard, for example, his spliced open shoulder is stitched together by a robotic arm that drops from the ceiling. And not only does it stitch it together, but it completely seals it, and there's not even a scar. And similar level of technology is used on each of you to repair you. This is as state-of-the-art as this medical technology gets. So, in the case of Eddard exits room 277 without Mira, and you all meet up now, given your equipment and your tools back, which have been completely erased in terms of any radiation levels, but you're not given your ammunition or your grenades or anything. You have the gun. They gave you the frame of the gun, but they didn't give you any magazines, they didn't give you any bullets. They're holding on to those, and you've been informed that those have been transported downstairs to the lobby area where they will be returned to you when you leave.
She just Paladin just sort of starts cleaning her weapons.
So, the lieutenant, well, first, Eddard, as he meets up with all of you, says, they've said that they need to keep Mira for the next 6 hours. They're monitoring her, but overall, the hemorrhage is cleared. They're just making sure everything else is set. She took quite a shake.
She's going to need therapy, you know that.
I know.
Well, I don't know if she's going to need it or not, because she was thankfully unconscious through all of this.
I don't know how I'm gonna tell her, Mir. I don't know how I'm gonna tell her Helen's gone.
It's easy. You're not. I'm going to. I'll take that hit. So you don't have to be the bad guy.
I've lost too much.
Yes, well, you have something you need to take care of. So don't start talking like that. She may be gone,
You
but
see him wipe his eyes, and he's just trying to take deep breaths in.
It's going to be hard.
Yeah.
But as long as we stick to what happened, we'll be fine. Unknown cargo detonated in the truck when we got attacked by raiders.
Alright.
That destroyed the most.
That's the best I could come up with.
Should be enough for these areas.
Especially when that bridge collapsed. You could say that it was mined or something, that it was made to collapse.
Or it just collapsed.
Right. The lieutenant walks up to you guys. Alright, I've got a trauma call, so my team's gotta head out. But I'll take you to Wing before we gotta go. So let's move.
We'll find our way. You get to that package immediately. It's standard template. We should be able to find, right? One trauma team thing is just like everything else. Built on the exact same specifications, correct?
Should be the same. Yeah. Alright. Go talk to Wing. He should be trauma, like I said, trauma team 6 here.
Alright. I look at the other guys. Let's go. Edward, if you want, Edward, I'd appreciate it if you'd follow us, but if you want to stay with Mariette, I understand. Why can't I remember names today?
It's okay.
Myra.
Eddard shakes his head and says, I'll stay with her. I'm not going anywhere. Not without her.
We'll try to bring him here. Alright. And we follow the layout and go look for Wing.
Alright, so the layout is pretty simple. The top 3 floors are for platinum customers. And the middle 7 to 8 floors are designated for each specific trauma team. And floor 6 is below floor 7, which would be team 7. So it's just down that way. So you basically just take the elevator and you guys go down 6 or so levels to reach trauma team floor. Trauma team's 6 floor. And you guys arrive in, it's a pretty open area. The hallways are bigger and less tight than even the ones in the platinum areas. And you make your way through down the hall to the left is where the officer's room is, and it's the biggest room, whereas the rest of it kind of forms as like a barracks. Where they have everything from gun range to their actual bunks. Yeah. So you make your way there and enter the office with the sliding glass door, and like with everything, it's just this pristine location. And in the office, it's the first time you get like less than purified color. You enter it, and the room has actually got a rug, and it's kind of like a light green. And the walls have been painted kind of a darker red. And the layout is pretty simple. Along the room, there's a very large queen-size bed, very pristine. There's a television above it. There's a countertop. The whole thing is like an apartment, but when you enter it, there's a desk right in front of the door, which is like an office desk. And sitting at it, writing something on his pad, is Wing, who is much older than you remember.
Stressed from the job, probably.
Yeah. To describe him in full detail, he's got essentially a mohawk, but it's not like an over dramatic spiky one. More contained.
Short ones.
Yeah, kind of a shorter mohawk. It's dyed at the tip a red color. And one of his eyes is green with a white center. It's a bionic eye. And the other is brown in color, and it's an organic eye. And on his face, underneath, kind of like a teardrop tattoo, is a small trauma team symbol. And he's got a really tough gash along his face, from the top of his forehead, along his nose ridge, down to his jawline. Looks like someone tried to cut his face off. And outside of that, it's just, he's kind of pale in complexion, wrinkled. He looks like he's 45, if not older. But you know that when he joined, he was 16, so he would be in his late 20s at most right now.
Does he do anything when we walk in?
He looks up and notes you guys and sits back. Welcome to Night City.
Paladin just walks over, gesturing for him to get up.
He does, but begrudgingly.
Paladin walks over to him and just punches him in the gut. Not like a damaging punch, but like one of those like, why are you alive type, you know, not to damage, but like one of those
check you ones.
Yeah, a check you one.
All right, so he takes it, and you don't even hear him go, ugh! Like he was expecting it, but he does lurch. He does lurch slightly, stretches back up, and you hear his back muscles kind of crack. So you haven't changed much.
You're supposed to be dead.
Aren't we all?
More ways than one.
Well, by all accounts, I was. Category 8.
Jesus Christ, that's why you look like shit.
Yes. Thankfully, they brought me back. And I was given a choice. I could stay in Russia or leave. Yuri was gone, you were gone, the rest of the team, for the most part, is dead. So I made my way here.
We're the only two left alive.
Sounds about right. Did you finally confirm the old man's death? I always suspected he was alive.
She pulls out Reaper and puts it on the desk.
He looks at it, and his eyes kind of soften at its appearance. You could tell, like, a little bit of hope was, seeped out of him in the moment. Damn.
Smasher.
His eyes like
4 days.
smash open wide, and as he looks at you, Smasher.
4 days ago.
Fuck.
Or what? How many ever days it was since we left the nomad camp?
Would have been 3.
All right, so 3 days ago.
Fuck. That man is a walking disaster.
Well, we're lucky we got out with our lives, especially when he tried to ambush us with.
And he puts up his hand to stop you talking. Listen, the less I know, the better. Don't
I
tell me.
figured as much.
I'm in trauma team still. I obey orders, and if I'm told to tell them, I can't tell them what I don't know. You know the protocol.
Mm-hmm. That's the record where it was that he died in Novosibirsk.
I'm sure you're wondering how I knew to send the trauma team to you.
Probably registered a nuclear explosion.
Yes, but would have been no reason to send anybody if we didn't get a call. But I still have your bios in my system. It was my way for keeping an eye out if you ever came to America. Not just you, mind you. Yuri or any of the others if they survived. I detected you around the same time the blast went off. I was hoping it wasn't a radiation miscalculation, so I redirected the trauma team. I'm glad you were there. I'd have a lot more to explain if you weren't.
Busy saving lives as always.
Aye. The city is quite fraught with VIPs, platinum holders, gold holders, you know. It's a bit nightmarish.
Looks like if I already signed up, I'd be making a lot of money.
Aye. Unfortunately, there's no opening in any of the teams. But blink,
You know
and that'll change.
You know there's only freelance contracts, especially with our contacts in Ario Meatwagon. Why do you think I was all the way out in bumfuck nowhere? It was a mission I got from them. Well, technically from you.
From me?
Well, not from you, from trauma team.
Well, it's good to know you're still doing business with the family, so to speak.
Yeah. Family's getting smaller and smaller by the day.
Yes, and less trusting. I'm sure you've met the American trauma team, not the friendliest bunch. Not that we were friendly.
Yes, but Americans are very... And you just sort of leave it that so he can infer what he wants.
Aye. Yeah. I'm glad you're alive. At least someone is. Who are these people?
These are my associates, Longshot and... I was about to say Alfarius, god damn it. What's your name? Sullivan.
Sullivan.
Yep. We have
Let's
two
just
more.
say we had a bad bunch of luck this morning.
Sorry to hear that. I'm sure you must have if you got caught in a blast like that. We're still getting reports about it. Thankfully, in terms of casualties, if there were any others, they were vaporized. You should all consider yourself extremely lucky.
We have need of a child psychiatrist when another member of our party comes to.
Was a child with you? On a job? Aye.
Sort of stragglers we picked up. You know me, help anybody in need.
Aye. Yeah. We have some in the building. I'll make sure that they know. What room?
She gives him the room number that we were assigned.
You see him jot it down on a It's not like a watch. It's like a wrist tablet. It curves around the arm.
Okay.
So you see him type it up, and he sends a message. I'll make sure they're on standby when she wakes.
Okay. Only other thing we would need is our clothing to be detoxified. And to figure out how to get these two plus the other two into the system retroactively.
What package can they do?
I would like platinum, especially for the child, but... Hey, do you still have access to our funds from Soviet Russia?
I have access to Yuri's account. I didn't dare open it, but if he's passed, I wouldn't say shit. Do you know how much is in there?
Well, you know what we were planning before Novosibirsk, so I had an inkling.
Yeah. Well, it should be enough to cover short-term platinum packages for everyone here, but it will use up quite a bit of the money.
Well, I don't need it. Let these two other decides on the packages, but the child, platinum, please.
It looks deep into your eyes and nods as he does. Hey, I'll do the transfer. And the higher up should be satisfied. They only care that the ADs are actually transferred. They don't care if it's retroactive or not. Which they should.
And if you ever get a heads up while we're staying here for a day or two, well, I'd like to stay until the child's cleared. That NCPD are snooping around, give us a heads up.
I will. As long as you're in the building, I can make an argument to let you all stay the night. Checkups if anyone asks. But I can't hold you longer than that. Especially with not any obvious egregious injuries. The girl, on the other hand, she's already been given the go-ahead for the pediatrician, so she's good to stay the night. And that man, Edward, is his name?
Father.
Father. I'll put it in the system. He should be allowed to stay. But after she's good to go, she should leave tomorrow. You all have a place to stay in the city?
No, but keep an eye on the father. Not full-on suicide watch. His wife just died. And he's been through a lot.
Very well. I will have him regularly checked up on. There are nurses regularly patrolling the halls. If anything drastic needs to be done, I can always step in personally.
Right on. And to answer your question, no. We do not have a place to stay. Our home is now a radioactive crater. Unless there's some way that you guys can figure out a way to dig it out and repair it. Make a hell of a
Unfortunately, we're just medical, as you know. We don't do construction or scavenge.
I know. We're going to have to figure it out later.
There's a, well, relatively speaking, cheap place, temporary hotel. Should be just down the road. It's not corpo prices, thankfully. It's just on the edge of the corpo part of town and the lower strands.
Okay. Do you mind if I do some work while we're here? I want to check the cybernetics, make sure no EMP interference.
That should be fine, yes.
Alright.
Alright. And an alarm starts going off. Damn. My team is being called. I have to go. And then you see him stand up, and he turns around, opens a cupboard, and pulls out his helmet, puts it on. You hear, like, the air click. And he reaches under the table, and he swings a rifle over his shoulder. And he grabs your shoulder firmly before passing by.
Before he does that, as he grabs my shoulder, I grab both sides of his helmet and just put my forehead to his. It's like, if you die, I'll fucking kill you.
I would expect nothing less.
Now go save a life. Or die trying.
It is the job. And he heads right out. And you hear, and he immediately joins like a line of them. There's like 7 or 8 of them, all in a marching motion.
Right on.
All right. So, you guys are clear to move about. What you want to do?
I suggest we head back and collapse.
Yeah, probably take a nap.
A nap, the sleep of the dead, 1/2 dozen.
All right. So you all make it your way upstairs, and kind of pass through the halls, and you make it to room 277. And the nurse is kind of predicting you all want to stay in the same room. Set up several cots around the room. It's a fairly big, spacious office area, and Mira's she's on life support. She's got the IV. She's got the full get up, and there's a regular device above her scanning her, and there's like a ray of light as it goes past. It's just checking every single organ, every single bone, all harmless amounts of radiation as it does, and it's just absorbing the full amount of information it needs to. If at any point some anomaly is detected, call in a nurse or a pediatrician.
All right. And she goes over to that cot and sits down and tells Edward, Mira's covered by platinum. You got to decide what package you want so we can finish medical technology. And we might have a job. So.
Good.
I also put you on SS watch.
And Tully sits down in the corner. He's been silent this whole time, by the way. And he doesn't even sit on the cot. He just sits in the corner of the room on the floor. And you can tell he's drained.
I forgot Tully was there, honestly.
To be fair, he's short. If dwarves existed, he would be one.
Now the next question is, what the fuck did he do?
Well, no point in keeping it a secret anymore. Not like he's gonna care. He bought some weapons from when we last stayed.
From
He
CZ.
told me. CZ. The C4 with somehow had nuclear capabilities.
It was infused with the uranium.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think he explicitly explained how they worked to me.
True.
I mean, it's C4 with radiation, pretty much.
Just nuclear C4. Yeah,
It's been something.
he wanted to keep it as a worst case scenario.
Well, all he had to do is say the person who fucking did the torture wasn't with us.
I was thinking of that myself. I thought
Oh, I don't think they would believe that.
No harm in trying, but no use in crying over thermonuclear detonations.
I guess not.
Well, to be fair, it was thermonuclear. We'd be dead.
Yeah. Just nuclear.
It was a radiated explosive. Well, no idea what to do now. I would say we should wait a bit, check out, and then see what we can find here.
I'm going to try to contact the princess. Let them know what that idiot did.
I don't believe you.
Well, it is what it is.
And with that,
I guess
we'll end the
so.
session.
I'll
Oh.
I hope this ends the bad luck for this round,
Fingers crossed
and
on
it
that
doesn't start for next.
one.
Fuck
That was
you,
that,
roll 20.
that was a
Fuck you
crazy
for all of
session.
this.
That was a crazy session.
If I just hadn't showed up, things would have been different, and this wouldn't have happened. If only one person hadn't showed up.
Oh yeah, that
Who?
was insane.
Which one person?
I don't know if any one person, if we were one person short on anything, everybody would have acted a bit differently.
Well, especially if, well, he's not here anymore, so.
Dang, you can unmute. You know, we're the session is wrapped up.
Oh no, I know. I just like.
Oh, it looks like Gabe had to. Oh yeah, Gabe took it.
Yeah, he had to leave.
Yeah, took it
Yeah.
out of. Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to put it to you. I want to put it like now. You guys can't just put the blame on me for the serious moments. I'm now no longer accepting sole blame for that. Tang did it this time. Thank you.
Listen, all I'm gonna say
Next
is that
session, we wake up in a horrible
listen,
night.
all I was gonna say is that I wasn't expecting for the nomads to just go and ignore my obvious threat of mutual destruction.
Yeah, that was
Like,
a bit
come on.
silly.
They had a bloody mess in front of them, basically a critically injured person who, if they even checked, looked like he was on the last leg. Giving them a threat of basically detonating a nuclear bomb, because that's what I said them last
That's not
time.
what you said.
No, I
You
said
did
last
not
time,
tell
remember?
them nuclear. You did not tell them nuclear. You told them you would mutually. You implied mutually assured destruction. You did not give them specifics.
Okay, even if
They
they
knew it was a
thought-
bomb,
okay,
though.
Even if they thought it was just 6 packs of C4 next to them with a detonation switch on them, they would have hesitated at least a bit. Come on.
Well, the
Yeah, they
the
wouldn't-
C4
He wouldn't
detonating
just
would have
say,
killed
take
a
it
lot
back
of
to the
people.
truck.
Yeah, well, that's why he said that. Is he knew the duffel bag had something to do with it. That's what. That's
Yeah.
why he told them stuff it back in the truck.
And I told them, don't do that. I told them, that's a bad idea. You don't want to do that. And they're
Wasn't
like,
he
okay,
literally
we'll go back.
told said bag of explosives was stuffed with C4?
Yeah, that's why he tried.
They
He told them
opened
to
it.
put it back. Yeah, they
Yes,
thought it
and
was
I
just
told
C4.
them. And I told them, don't do that. Like, I
They-
obviously said, do not do that.
Tang,
Yes.
calm down.
No use getting
fine.
mad over it. Get it? Because
I'm
mad
just
is
getting mad that I
mutual
did that.
destruction.
I should have done something else, but oh well. I'm mad at myself.
Well, too late now.
You should be. It's all your fault.
I got a meme for that.
Oh well. Whatever.
Mutually assured destruction.
Hey,
no getting mad about it.
No. I said I am mad at myself. I'm not mad at anyone else. I'm just mad at myself. I should have done something else, but whatever. Too late now. And yes, yeah, exactly.
And we all wake up in the back of Baba Yaga like nothing happened.
Uh huh.
Well, I gotta go to sleep now, though.
All right.
It's been a
Go to
long
bed.
day.
Before you go, what did you think of the session?
Oh, gosh,
Not-
it was a mess.
Happy.
I
Not-
went out with a blast. At least I'm happy.
It was a mess.
Yeah,
I'm a
it was
fan
Yeah.
of how terribly that went.
I'm just happy that I didn't completely ruin everyone else's fun.
Yeah.
almost did. Yeah.
Almost.
Next time,
Who of
stop
us
me.
died? We
Like, there was a legitimate reason to kill the entire party.
let's see. There's Gabe,
Gabe and me. That's
Tang.
it.
Yeah.
We died.
When
And now I need
one
to
man
think
who
what
needed to be
exactly
put
I
on
wanna do
suicide
for my next
watch, and a daughter who's going to be traumatized for the rest of her life.
Thing is, this
Now I need
this
to
wasn't
think what
even.
else can I-
If you had asked me how the session was gonna go at the beginning, I would have said I named the session the way I named it that.
It's an apt name.
I didn't think it was gonna go like that though. Like consequences. I was like, I had something else I envisioned possibly happening if you guys stood in town too long. If you had asked me if I was envisioning a thermonuclear blast being fired off and a mutually assured destruction move by Tang as he was being dragged away by the nomads, I would have been like, well, that's an insane scenario that would take a lot of bad rolls.
Well, yeah.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are. Yes.
Come
Also, I love how I just nearly infiltrated the session. Perfect Alpha Legionnaire style.
Oh yeah.
Good night, people.
Good night,
Good
Jabos.
night.
Good night.
Paladin, how you feeling?
It is what it is.
Come on, talk to us.
Wasn't Tang like one of her only friends left?
Well, kinda, yeah. Pretty much.
Oh no, where'd Tang go? Over there, no, no.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he's that shadow.
No,
I'm pretty sure he's that shadow over there.
Listen. I am all around because I got so vaporized. I'm basically dispersed in the atmosphere right now.
Okay, so now we gotta make Tang a drink.
Yeah, we got two obituaries to do, so we need 2 drinks. See if we could make something like a dirty Russian or something like that.
Dirty Russian.
A nuclear drink.
I don't know. How would you rate my DMing at this session?
You did the
It was
best part
fine.
you could.
But Roll20,
Is a bitch.
yeah, it said fuck you. Specifically you.
This was a nutty time. That's for sure.
Here we go. I found a drink. 1 ounce vodka, 1 ounce gin, 1 ounce Bacardi, 151 rum, 1 ounce blueberry liquor, 3 to 4 ounces sweet and sour mix, 1 ounce blue Caracal liquor. The Blue Nuke.
The Blue Nuke.
Now all
This
you need
is-
to do is
appropriate.
add actual nuclear materials to it.
Or there's, oh, better yet, the reactor shot.
Reactor shot.
Yeah, the reactor shot. 1 ounce melon liquor, 1 ounce, God damn it, I'm not getting rid of my 1 ounce Everclear, 2 ounce sweet and sour, 2 ounce lemon lime soda, splash of blue raspberry vodka, splash of punch pucker. And it's just like an Irish car bomb, but it's called the nuclear shot, or the nuclear reactor shot.
Yeah, you know, I'm pretty sure I summarized this entire session with one GIF in general.
Yeah, that's from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kaboom!
Ding 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 ding.
I just posted it in the other channel with the reactor shot, looks like. I think that's perfect.
Yes, that is perfect.
Oh, that's
Is-
perfect.
Yep, that's perfect. All right. Well, I guess that's it for the session. Well, we're not. Are we doing next week? Yeah, we're doing next week because Dragonis' thing isn't until February. So yeah, we're on for next week, assuming everybody will be available. And fingers
Baby.
crossed we don't get nuked a second time.
Yeah.
Oh no. I'm not going to repeat that again.
Oh god, Tang is gonna come back like some fucking